What's up with you? What's up with you? Back at it. What's up with you? Ray J. Ray J. You know, and you could have predicted this. Many people probably could have, 20 years ago, whatever. He was a young up and coming R&B singer. His sister had blazed the trail for him. He basically rode the coat waves of his sister, and she created a lane for him, and it was just up to him to take it. And I hate to leave his parents off of this, but you really got to blame them. He doesn't know. He didn't know. He did pretty much as he was told. Being a young black boy, he got into the wrong thing. One thing you could say about his sister, you can tell she was warned, and she was treated like a girl, and she was protected. But for some reason, they threw him out, and he picked up a lot of bad habits. Ray J picked up a lot of bad habits. It's like he didn't think that there was a consequence for doing the things that he was doing. Uh-oh. It's like he didn't think that it was any price to pay for the things that he got into. And now look at him. I mean, he's in a ring now. Who is this guy? Aiden Ross. He's in the ring getting battered, banged upside the head. And you do have to look at a person when they just don't think, when they look at themselves as that's just their value. When you talk about a Floyd Mayweather dropped out. I think he dropped out in the eighth or seventh grade, got into boxing, made money. As an amateur, he made money. He got into boxing, was able to make small fight money, bring money home. He knew that the education, that wasn't for him. He knew that wasn't his lane. So he didn't necessarily get beaten to a pulp to get a check. He fought and he won his fights and he got better. So it worked out for him. But to get into that ring and get beaten just so you can get some type of check, and I don't know Ray J's financial situation. I don't know. He's had this Princess Love, this love and hip hop, and he's got kids, and we saw him go to jail, and the problems with the health problems, going to the hospital, trying to create a online lifestyle. But he's a failure now. What do you possibly get from a Ray J podcast? What do you get? He's no longer the guy he used to be. When you take a look at him 20 years ago, upcoming R&B singer, own demographic, coming out of television, he was a child star. He had recurring roles with his sister on the Moesha. He would oftentimes tour or go places with her. And basically, he was eating off Brandy. He was eating off her name, and he had an opportunity. And he chose to become, he got into the wrong side of life. He chose to become a thug. And this is where he made his mistake because that shouldn't have been his pathway. And you can say it don't matter. It matters. It matters because look at him now. Now he's a circus act. Now he's just a circus act. Now he just stands around in a boxing ring. This Aiden Ross, this guy Aiden Ross, 20 years ago, what was Aiden Ross doing? Let me see. I don't even know this guy's age. It's Aiden Ross. This guy got these Negroes getting into a boxing ring while he makes money, while he eats off of them, and they should just know better than that. Let's see. Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross was 5 years old 20 years ago. 5 years old 20 years ago. He got into streaming. He's a content creator. And now, yeah, he didn't go to college. He's an online streamer. And now Ray J works for him. Isn't that something? 20 years ago, Ray J was laying up with a Kardashian before she got the name. He was laying up with a Kardashian. He was headlining um city tours. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go see him. No, I'm just saying I have no idea where he would play when he came to town. Was he at the main arena or was he at the was he on the Chitlin circuit? He didn't come. I'm trying to think about it. Nah, he didn't come down this. But he if he came, he was at the basketball arena. I don't know how, but maybe because of Brandy and her friends and the TV show. But no, he didn't really play in the hood. I think I don't get it. I think there was some attempt to try to protect him, but clearly it failed. He, for whatever reason, he wanted to live this lifestyle, that he's some type of lover of women. Um, he got exploited on that. Hats off to Kim K's mom. They made a fool out of him. They made a fool out of him. He's a fool. And in the hood, they say somebody will bump your head, if you're a fool. He laid up with her. They got all the rights. They made millions of dollars. Millions. They got all the fame. They took his fame. They came up off of him. He couldn't use that to his advantage. You can make a case that Kim has helped him out more than he's helped her out, especially now, the last 10 years. Who is Ray J without Kim? The last 10 years, Ray J without Kim Kardashian. He's a nobody. He slowly has faded into oblivion. He has the money from his youth. Now he's hopped online. Something if you're a celebrity and you hop online, you're a failure. Dad, don't even come at me with that. You got a bunch of these guys, the Shannon Sharps, but I mean, should he really though? I mean, there's plenty of athletes. They don't care. There are plenty of athletes, much better speakers, more accomplished if they chose to hop on. What do you think? What do you think Jordan? Now Jordan's a billionaire. What do you think Jordan would get if Michael Jordan decided to podcast? What kind of numbers you think he would bring in? What do you think if TNT could hire Michael Jordan to sit there with Barkley? Like, look at Barkley. Look at Barkley and Shaq. Now you could say Shaq, yeah, but look at Barkley. Barkley was a forgettable basketball player. There were so many players so much better than him. He gets money on TNN because the other ones didn't do it. But when you make the mistakes of a Ray J, this is what happened. He had so much potential, but because he made a lot of bad mistakes, and a lot of his mistakes is very, very associated with the hip hop community. And look at him. Now he got lumped up trying to box. He's on his last legs. I don't even know why he's doing this. Aiden Ross, he let this guy 20 years ago. Aiden Ross was 5 years old. 5 years old. He was a 5-year-old boy 20 years ago. I believe 20 years. No, I think maybe less than that. I think he was born in 2000. Yeah, he's the millennial guy. So Aiden Ross was what, 20? Was he 26, 27? Ray J now works for him. Ray J, who went from R&B concert halls, R&B shows sold out, appearances on Tonight Show, appearances on all of the big shows. Ray J coming in, a BT. He was Ray J. Here we have this guy. He's a child star. It's time for him to make his path. And we go 20 years up, and now he's working for Aiden Ross, getting the shit beat out of him for the entertainment of the fans, Aiden's fans. So yeah, he's fell off. You don't see Kim K. You can say what you want. There's a lot to say about Kim Kardashian. You can say what you want about her. She's not doing this. She's no longer doing the flicks. If she did, she'd make a lot of money. And she got her a rapper, got her kids, got her family together, got a TV show. Look at her whole family. Look at her entire family. All of them are wealthy. They're living good. They're headline news anywhere they go. Look at them. Look at Ray J. Ray J is a circus act. Ray J is the dancing bear. That's basically what he is, a bear with a hat on and dancing around in circles so that the circus can feed him peanuts. And he doesn't know. They said, well, you're a bear. Why don't you do what a bear does? He doesn't know. He doesn't want to know. And that's Ray J. Ray J had, just at this point, it's pretty much, Ray J is pretty much, other than this Aiden Ross, that's what I'm saying. That shows you that his talent, and it's sort of like the Bow Wow. A lot of these guys were not prepared for the fame they got, and they couldn't sustain it. Bow Wow's overweight, he's fat. His kid now is more popular than him. He's running down there with one of his kids on her TikTok. She's bigger than him. And it's a different world. And it's a different world. And it's sad because that's her dad. But she don't want him on her TikTok. Come on, man. That's not her. That's not, she got a bunch of kids. They're growing up with her. They like her. And here comes her fat ass dad trying to dance and diddle around on TikTok. And he just didn't Ray J just do something? Oh, he was in Houston. Hey, you see what I'm saying? He was out there in Houston, Bow Wow. Bow Wow was out. He hosted a show in Houston. The Texas something rodeo stuff. Bow Wow. That's not good. That's not good. There's a reason why Michael Jordan don't want to do play by play. He doesn't want to do that. He looks at himself as he can bring his value in other places. Yeah, he could get the money. He got money. He's a billionaire. He's making money as he sleeps right now. Michael Jordan one night of sleep garners him more money than the average American family of 4 makes. Just him going to sleep at night. So he's a very wealthy man. But he wants to do something he loves. You see what I'm saying? That's when he turns attention to NASCAR. Now he likes that. That's something that's on him. That's like guy playing golf. He loves playing golf. So that's on him. Older guy, always on the course. Ray J, this is desperation. He doesn't love the box. He's not a boxer. This is a spectacle. This is a man who's lost. This is a man who's lost his way. When you take a look at Kim K, her mother guided her. You can say what you want about Kim K's mother. A brilliant young lady, a brilliant lady. And also, what about taking the position of leadership with your kids? What about that? What about saying, I'm going to guide all of my kids to make the right decisions? I'm the mother. I'm going to guide them all. And also basing it out of a certain way of life, saying, I'm done with the ghetto. And that's what happens. See, this is really what destroyed Ray J. Ray J don't want to leave the ghetto alone. He's too beholden to the hood. And that's why he made so many stupid mistakes. He was so thirsty to sleep with this Kim K chick, and she did it for a while. He was so thirsty that he let her tape him. He agreed to it. He didn't look at the paperwork. He assumed that he was the star. He found out the fans liked her. And it took off. And it killed his R&B career. It killed his female fan base. He had a lot of, Brandy fans. Okay, he is a black man. Here he is sleeping with a white woman. They didn't receive it. They don't have to buy his music. They don't have to publicly say anything. They can simply lose interest. And they pretty much did. It derailed his career. He should have thought about that. He should have said, I am a black man. I am sort of a lot of the younger people, they've been following my sister. They've been watching me. They like me. Should have thought about if I go out here and sleep with this white woman, how's that going to be perceived? Is mainstream America going to just take me in? No, they're not. They didn't. Am I going to regret doing something that's stupid? Probably not. You don't regret it. But look at you now. You get knots beat on your head for chump change. I don't even know what you made. It was nothing but Aiden, that man's 20. Aiden Ross, I think, is 26, 27 years old, born in 2000. And look at you work for him. Back when he was 1, you was dating Kim K. When he was 1 years old, you were dating Kim K. You were at the top of the world. You was projected to be the next R&B singer coming out. You were supposed to be the next, Michael Jackson, the next balladeer, Ray J, starting your way on the radio. This is back when we had radio. On the radio. Well before YouTube, 2000. Social media hadn't hit. And you played yourself. You derailed your future with that tape. That tape killed. You can say it bought her up, but it tanked your career. It was just a stupid move. I'm not even saying your family knew about it, but you can't be a child actor. You can't grow up on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and be a child actor and then get into pornography. You made a mistake, man. Now, for her, she was a nobody. And she was able to flip that into a social media career. And it benefited not just her, but all of them. It made the family a household name. But it ruined you, brother. And that was a bad decision. And you shouldn't have been doing that anyhow. You should have kept what goes on behind closed doors. But this is, once again, this is a stupid Negro. He's trying to show out. He wants to show his ass, literally, and it ruined his career because he was a child actor. You didn't come in like you was some type of guy like that. You came in like you was the good kid. You was raised right. You was the family. You had a mom and a pop. You were different. You weren't in the ghetto. You were suburban. Ray J, your following was your following was mainstream America. You chose to behave like a street dude, and you fucking played. You got treated like one. They played you. They threw you to the wolves. You said, "Hey, I want to get into this off-brand side of life where all the thugs and the low-lifes think that's cool." Well, that's who you have to deal with now. You lost the money. You got out of the money, and they threw you to the wolves. And you see what that's produced for you. 20 years later, you're working for a guy who was 1 year old when you was dating Kim K. And you got to get the crumbs. He made more money off your fight. That white man can sit there and say, I make more fight off these niggas than they do. And he would not be telling a lie. If you think he doesn't say that, you're stupid. If you think that man, when he puts these sideshows together and he gets you buffoons to get in the ring and box, you fucking idiots. And you talk about why the black community is what it is and black men are, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is a modern day minstrel show. This is a modern day minstrel show. And this man was 1 year old. 1. Just off of that, Ray J, you should respect yourself. You should, I can't do nothing with you, bro. Bro, you was 1 year old back when I was smashing Kim K. Why would I get out here and do a sideshow act for you to make bread off it? But see, that's what this is. But you know what I'm saying, his lack of standards. That's why he's in the position he's in now. That his lack of standards produced that videotape. It also produced him not looking at his paperwork. And look at him now. He's got lumps on his head. He's still, he did it to himself. If as a man, if you won't take control of your life, society will, and you're going to get played. And you're going to look in the mirror and say you're a pimp, but your mirror, the reflection going to say, no, you the hoe. It's going to remind you, no, you the hoe. You forgot. You the hoe. You the hoe. That Aiden Ross can tell him, you the hoe. Get your ass in that ring and make me my money. That's your fault. And every man should know better than that. That's your fault. How you gonna be at the top of the headlights, highliner, young career? You could have transferred that into movies. You could have said, okay, I'm really not that good a singer. Let me do something else. You could have went into acting school. You could have got better. But instead, you fucked around. You smoked weed. You chased thoughts. And look at you. This is what you get now. You get your fat ass and get bopped upside the head. And your boss was 1 year old back when you were sleeping when you made that tape. Yeah, you fell off, brother. Your boss was 1 year old. One. And you need him. And you what about your name? You can't eat off your name. You can't fill out an arena. What you need him for? You don't know how to sit down for fuck him. Aiden Ross, throw him under the bus. You can't go to the network producers and get something chopped up. You can't go to Netflix and get something done. You got to go through Aiden Ross. And you go and look at that gym. It was like 3 people in that gym. This was a sideshow. This is when you go to the circus and they say 5 cents, see a bear with a beard. This is the bearded lady. This is the snake woman. This is what he's become. And it's bad decisions. It's when you make bad decisions as a man, this is what happens. You can't be so frivolous with your love life. You can't live your life like that. You can't say, in Ray J's classic, and this is what they talk about it in the business. If you're familiar with the business, they talk about this a hustle. When you talk about that world, when you get into that red light district, when you get into the side, the shady side, right? When you get into the pornos, right? That's the hustle. If they can convince you to work with the female talent, and all they got to do is throw you some crumbs. If they say, "Hey man, look how beautiful and fine this woman is," yeah, we got to get a scene done. We want you to do it. We'll give you the usual $200. And they're saying we're going to make over $1 million off this tape. Oh, we'll pay her. We'll pay her. We're going to give her $25,000. We're going to give her $30,000. We're going to give her $30,000 and $2 of a sale, or she won't do it. We have to deal with her agent. She won't do it. If we don't compensate her correctly, she won't do it. But these dumb Negroes, and let's be for real. See, this is what Negroes don't want to deal with. These clown Negroes, these dusty thirst bucket Negroes. All I got to do is give them $200. They'll sleep with her and they'll walk around and brag to their friends. Yeah, man, I'm smashed. You see that? I'm smashed. And then 20 years from now, they'll be in a ring. There'll be a sideshow act. And you see it. I see them on the internet right now. These dudes, they get sick. You see them in the chats. You see them in the forums talking about, we got to get some money. So-and-so has stage 3 cancer. Can we get some money? It's that they don't have a healthcare plan. They didn't plan. And then you look at the Brian Pumper guy. They're being exploited. Well, I saw him sitting at a bus stop getting pelted with eggs. He went from this man has about 400, 500 films, maybe 1,000 films. All he's been paid, but the studio making more money off of his stuff. The studio owns the rights to all of that stuff. That's all them. They put that together. They paid for him. They paid for the women. They paid for the cameras. They put it together. They put the paperwork on it. They paid him chump change. He took it. He was advised by other men in the business not to do that. He didn't listen. He didn't listen because it would take longer. Hey, man, I wouldn't do that. Do what? I wouldn't let them pay me $500, man. You can get more, man. And this stuff, we getting into the age of the digital media. Your stuff might last another 20 years, man. You got to get some type of residual off the tape. Man, fuck that. Man, 500, I'm cool. I'm fucking these bitches. Okay. And look at you now. I mean, that's just Brian Pumper. And I'm not mad at Brian. I ain't mad at you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You are a grown man, but I'm not mad. Do I blame you for that? I don't know what to say on that. I'm going to plead the fifth on that. But yeah, you got to have your paperwork, man, or don't do it. It's the same thing with the rappers and the contracts. They sign the contract because they want to be rap, and then they lose money, or they see that they're making 20 million, but they only got 20,000, and they owe the studio money. And they're like, why aren't you giving me the money? They said, well, you don't have a contract that gives you money. Well, what you mean, man? I know I'm number one on the billboards, man. You only gave me 20,000. You're right. That's exactly what your contract said. Well, how you say I owe you money? You owe us for studio time. You owe us for that tour bus. You owe us for promotions. Well, but I'm making 200. I made 2 million, 10 million. Yeah. You're under this name that we own. You did make $10 million. You're right. But that's all our money. Yes, and you owe us, and this is a contract. So it's just like a credit card. If you don't pay, we're going to sue you. Well, then I won't rap for y'all. Okay, well, you got a 3-album deal. So until you produce 3 albums, you need to go look at the paperwork. 3 albums we approve of. You can't just slop something together and throw it to us. When you produce 3 albums and we're comfortable with them, you will then be free of your contract. Until then, you owe us money. Now, what you're going to do, you can get mad, you can sit behind that desk, but you signed the contract. And this is what these guys, if you think they don't look to prey on ignorant, and this is what happened to Ray J, and I hate to say it, but he also played himself because he should have been thinking, hey, I'm a suburban kid. My sister's famous. My sister's pretty much as, she's a grown woman, but she certainly doesn't make flicks. I want to stay in that same lane. And I think I can get into movies. I think I can do other things. He didn't do that. He said, I want to hang out in the clubs. I want to smoke weed. I want to be a dusty nigga. I want to hang around Suge Knight. And look at Suge Knight's in jail. Suge Knight will probably die in jail. Ray J did. That's what I'm saying. You got to put that on him. That was a horrible influence. Suge Knight. You're Ray J, Brandy's brother. You're hanging out with Suge Knight. You think his ways aren't going to rub off on you? Look at you now. You're getting bopped upside the head. Yeah, you're getting for whatever, a handful of dollars from a guy who was 1 year old when you were a big deal. And look at Kim K. When Aiden was 1, she was just a bust down. Her mom helped her turn that into she's a billionaire now. You think she'll get in the ring and work for Aiden Ross? You think she needs to start a Twitch stream? You think she needs to run around like this buffoon, this Aiden Brewer, whatever this, what is this boxer, this new clown that I see all over? And obviously he's paid someone to repost his stuff. This stupid buffoon, this boxer. He was a boxer. The one I think who got kicked off a Cameron show, whatever his name is. Now you see him everywhere walking around. Him and some guy, they just did a 20-1. Bro, the Negro is almost, let me tell you something, bro. And we see all of this stuff with the politicians. To the white man, the Negro is nothing but a horse. He has the same equivalent. All you got to do is put a saddle, break his spirit, put a saddle on his back. You can ride that Negro. And you got this new buffoon. He was a boxer. What's his name? The guy, he was a boxer. He got kicked off. Cameron and Mace's show. What was his name, man? He was drunk. He showed up drunk. And he started flirting with the host inappropriately. It got to the point where Cameron, just think about it, Cameron, of all people, Cameron, the guy who goes on CNN talking about he's finna go smash cheeks, Broner, Cameron, he was so offensive that Cameron told him to leave. Cameron told him to get the hell out of here. You see what I'm saying? And this guy now, he started a Twitch stream and he's drunk and harassing women. And I'm going to tell you something, Broner, you're going to find out, Adrian, you're going to find out they're not going to let a black man do that. You're going to find out the hard way. Keep flirting with those women. Keep touching them. Keep getting in their face, putting it on your Twitch stream. You're playing with fire, brother. It's just a matter of time. They're going to accuse you of something. I don't know. Maybe you're guilty, maybe not. But you're going to get accused. And then you're going to find out you're a black man, brother. You playing with fire. They don't even want, America don't want to see a Negro out here thirsting around with women. I mean, what you do is what you do, but putting it on a platform, they ain't going to let you do it. But you're going to find out. You don't want to know. Keep clowning, brother. You're going to find out the hard way. No, Mom Force JC, he got in the ring. He's a sideshow now. This guy, Aiden Ross, you probably heard the name. He produces these celebrity boxing matches. And most of it is just theater. It's just buffoonery. It's a minstrel show. Basically, it's a modern day minstrel show. It's not boxing. It's just a minstrel show. He makes more money than they make. He throws them a few dollars. They get beaten into a pulp to the entertainment of the fans, of the people of his fans. And he, and like I said, they walk around and they tell the world I'm a pimp. And their reflection says, no, you the hoe. You just don't know it. You the hoe. And I think they know it now. I think Ray J's realized he's the hoe. I think it's creeping into his mind. I mean, it's sad, but this is what happens, man. This is what happens. You got to have plans, man. And Ray J, at a point, Ray J had a name big enough where if he wanted to do celebrity boxing, he could have negotiated his own deal, a lucrative deal with a Netflix or a Hulu or Peacock TV. He could have, yet he chose not to do it. And now he's just like most of these Negroes. He don't have the money or he don't have enough sense. So he let Aiden do it and Aiden did it. He, and this is what happens. This is exploitation. This is what happened to the Negroes, especially boxers. I think one of those guys, Joe Louis, I think Frank Sinatra had to save him. He was broke, and Frank Sinatra made him a doorman at one of the casinos. He saved him. Once again, a white man saves, you know what I'm saying? And these Negroes, they're still doing the same thing. They haven't learned. They're going to continue to make the same mistakes. She said it's rigged and quick money. I don't know. I wouldn't watch it. I seen the whole thing on Twitter for free. Is it rigged? I don't know. I don't think they can fight, so I don't even think you have to rig it. Ray J, the guy who beat him was not even close to being in shape. The guy who beat Ray J looked like he worked for a warehouse. Looked like he just showed. Actually, he looked worse than that. He looked like he did. That guy, the guy that beat Ray J, man, that guy, I can't even put a name to what he looked like. He was out of shape. He certainly wasn't no boxer. Yeah. Yeah, and if you go and look, if you was to break down Ray J's moves, man, I mean, he's wide open. The guy is not that good, and he got a free shot. But if you go, Ray J guard was down like the whole match. And he finally wrapped him one time, knocked him out. And of course, Ray J goes on a profane tirade, and yeah, and look, if you Joe Schmo, if you some YouTuber and you get in that ring and you make 100,000, 200,000, and you were just a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, and Aiden put some stuff together, yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. You're like, okay, Aiden's going to back it, and Aiden's going to pay me this. I'm just a nobody Twitch streamer. And now I'm making 200, 300,000. But if you're Ray J had 30, 20 years ago, Ray J had more than that. Ray J is a multimillionaire. He chose to squander his life and his youth on foolishness. And there's a price to pay. See, what people don't understand is the whole Pookie Ray Ray. Well, Pookie and Ray Ray, they don't have any money. You know, they got crumbs. They're selling food stamp cards. Pookie and Ray J's idea of money is taking 3 women that they're smashing, running off with their food stamp cards and selling the money off the cards. And now they got a quick $600. That's their idea of money. Right. And then they can go back and put the card where they found it. And then when she says my card supposed to have money on it, she can deal with the people there. He'll just say, you see my food stamp card? No. You sure? I didn't touch it. It's supposed to be another $300 on here. I don't know. You need to call the, and that's that lifestyle. If you want to live, I wouldn't want to live like that, but that's how they live. And it's terrible and it's horrible. But a guy like that in a boxing ring making money, you would say, okay, that's a step up. But Ray J has the same mentality of those guys, but he just happens to be rich, or he was rich. And this is why he lost. He has a ghetto hood mentality, and he's trying to take it in circles of money. And sure enough, this is what happens. So Ray J's an older guy, but this guy, Aiden Ross, he understands money. He understands how to make money. He understands what he's doing. And unfortunately, I'm not saying it. Some people would say I'm not. He's taking advantage of the stupid. And these clowns are getting in the ring. And they're so thirsty for fame. They just look at him. He's not in that ring. And he's showing you, if you just take a look at Aiden Ross, if you go and take a look at him, right? If you go and take a look at him, he's thirsty for fame. I mean, Aiden Ross is not. My fault. What's up with your sugar bomb? Aiden Ross is not thirsty for fame. My mistake. Aiden Ross is not thirsty. Aiden Ross is making money. He's dangling a set of keys. He's dangling some shiny things in front of the dumb Negroes. Hey man, you get in the ring, you'll get a name. Guess what, man? You're gonna be all on the internet. And you show you where the money is, because he's like, well, okay, you get in the ring and they get on there, they're stupid, they're idiots, a sideshow. And these buffoons, they go out and Ray J and all of these people are idiots. These minstrels, they get in the ring and they get paid off of him. They make him richer. And yeah, he pays them the crumbs. And meanwhile, whatever little bit of fame Ray J's got has been beaten out of him. And you'll see some other act that he's doing. After this, you'll see him doing something else stupid, trying to make money. And no matter what he says, yeah, we don't know about that, brother. He said the whoopee thing, I don't even know. I have no idea, man. I hope not. I certainly hope not. I don't know what whoopee. Well, we're not talking about whoopee, but you could make a case. There were some mistakes made in her life. There were some mistakes. But they played them, man. And that's what's wrong with Negroes right now. They don't understand money. They don't understand business. They get into this stuff and they're more concerned with the pleasure. They get into the adult industry and they want to talk about how good it is to do this. And it's like, yo, man, but what about the money? What about it? Well, you ain't said nothing about the money. You up here talking about you want to smash. Yeah. But they make a lot of money doing that. Oh, man, I don't care. They give me what they give me, man. Yeah, and that's why your ass is standing at bus stops getting pelted with eggs. You're stupid. Because you shouldn't do any of it without the money. It's the same thing with the hip hop. These stupid rappers complaining about their contracts. Don't sign the bad deal. Well, then that means I won't get found. Okay, well, that's the chance you take. You want the notoriety. Okay, now what you going to do next? Well, I made 20 million off my last record. You see these buffoons. We've seen it 1,000 times. These buffoons, they sign a contract, they get mad, and they don't want to be businessmen. They think everything's ghetto and everything. And then they find out, see that ghetto stuff, it'll work in the ghetto. It don't work in the real world. It only works in the ghetto. All of that intimidation, that thuggery, it's not going to work in mainstream America. In fact, they would love for you to try it. They want you to try that. And they're going to crush you. They're going to crush you. And you know, and you see these guys, like I said, Ray J had so much potential. You know, you talk about, I mean, I don't know their ages, but I'm saying to Chris Brown, you would think Ray J would have been, if not ahead of him, next number 2. I mean, just working on his craft. Working on his craft, perhaps he would have become a legend. But because he, and there's been reports about him fucking around, wasting time, hanging out. You know, and that's one thing about the hood. See, and there's people out there like about, a lot of people do this. A lot of people grow up in the burbs. They grow up in an affluent lifestyle. Family works, good money, make a lot of money. Big house, pool in the back, modern, everything modern. But they have this thirst for the ghetto. The abandoned buildings, the uncut grass, the glass, the old cars, 30-year-old cars. They have an affinity for that world. And they get drawn into it. And you see that with Ray J. I mean, the rapper, I don't know if she's telling the truth. She suggested that Ray J gives her about $75,000 or something like that, or $7,000 a month. Well, that chick's got an OnlyFans. The Suki Hana chick is not even close to being attractive. But you got to understand, he likes the ratchets. Ray J is a classic, what I talk about. Ray J, and look at what it's done to him. They don't know how to let it go, man. Ray J doesn't know how to let it go, man. Well, I don't know what happened as a kid. Suge Knight, some kind of way, he fell in love with negative things. And he thinks it doesn't matter. It matters. You know, at his age, Ray J's what? Is Ray J 40 yet? This is what you get though, man. 20 years ago, Ray J was laying up with Kim Kardashian. 20 years ago, he was headline news. 20 years ago, USA Today, National Enquirer. It wasn't a YouTube around. 20 years ago, Ray J, BT. 20 years ago, Brandy, Ray J. 20 years ago, Ray J was hung on the walls of young fans. He was the Justin Bieber of his time. But because he decided to make stupid decisions that were in direct conflict of his fame and his success, because he chose to be a fucking idiot and say, I'm going to squander, I'm a child star. I'm going to squander the following of children who watch Nickelodeon, who watch Cartoon Network, who watch children broadcast. I'm going to squander that and get into adult entertainment, which was the guy. That's got to be the dumbest decision. Who in their right mind would do that? I'm going to go from $100,000, $200,000, $1 million deals, working with the NBA, working with NFL, doing commercials for McDonald's, to a business, adult entertainment, where they pay you in a cigar box. They pay you a couple of $100. Outside, you get paid outside. You don't get paid where the lights are. Yeah, I got your money. Okay, is it a check? No, I got your cash. Where you at? Come to me. Meet me at my car. Yeah, the producer pays you, okay, what was it, 400? There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Yeah, he cut you out. And then when the movie comes out and they make all this money, him and the actress get the money, you stupid clown. You clown. You don't see you got played. You didn't see that you got played. And they play all them guys. And if they could, they play the women. It's harder to get to them because people look out for them. It's a little now. Believe me, if they can, they will. Oh, believe that. If you get up there, if you sign that contract, and they said we're gonna give you $200, and we're gonna take this bucket, and we're gonna take this mop, and we're gonna dunk you. If you sign that, they'll do it. They'll do it in a minute. They'll do it. So yeah, it's just not just Ray J, but the thing about it, if it matters, I don't know if people say it don't matter, famous and not famous, you shouldn't do it. Ray J had millions of dollars. He did not project his life out in the appropriate manner so it would render the success that he was hoping for. It's not even just about money, just his whole life. It's a train wreck. When you look at Kim K doesn't have to do these things. Kim K can go host Saturday Night Live. Kim K can go to an event and garner $1 million, $2 million, 0.5 in her bank account. She's still Kim K. Despite the tape, she's still Kim K. The tape destroyed Ray J. Shout out to TD. He says, $10 holler. We appreciate it, bro. He said, Ray J reminds me of those dudes who try so hard to prove themselves to the hood instead of moving on. Ray J didn't grow up in the hood. See, let me tell you something about guys like Ray J. Ray J didn't grow up in the hood. He grew up adjacent to the hood. He probably had family. You got the Snoop Dogg as a cousin, and he allowed that to influence him. He allowed the value system of Snoop Dogg, the ghetto, and this infatuation with being ghetto. Now, maybe Snoop knew it was a hustle, but it poisoned Ray J's mind. It poisoned the way he sees the world. He didn't associate success with being a law-abiding, functioning citizen. He associated success with the ways of the street, the ways of the ghetto, and being sexually promiscuous. And he got played doing that. Yeah, he got his share. He smashed a bunch of women. But he got played in the process because the Kim K chick said, hey, his mom saw a vision. Her mom had a vision and said, we can make money off this stupid fool. Like, Kim, you lay up with this clown for nothing. You laying up with him right now for a fry box and a warm Coca-Cola. We can do so much more. Let's film this buffoon. Let's film this buffoon and make money off his dumb ass. Let's eat off his name. Right now, you sleeping with this guy for 3 McNuggets and a small Sprite. That's what he gives you when he takes you out. I can do better. I have a plan. And she got a plan. And she executed her plan. And look at her and look at him. And he can say whatever he wants. He's in a ring with a 27-year-old boy. Ray J, you old enough to be that man's father. Ray J, you in the ring with a boy, with a little ass boy, and he's making more money off of you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, standards, man. You got to have standards. But this is what happens when you're stupid. You don't want to read your contract. You don't want to handle the paperwork. When you don't want to handle the paperwork, this is what happens to you. You become a Ray J. You become, the system eats you alive. It bleeds you for child support. Women make a fool out of you. They use you like you would use an animal. And when they're done with you, they throw your ass back into the streets. They make you take care of their kids. And then they make you a sideshow. You might as well be racing horses. They say, come in, Negro, you got a name. Get in this boxing ring and get your brains beat out so I can make more money than you do. And they say stuff to you like, yeah, hey, man, my mom likes you. You're just a little slight saying, yeah, hey, man, I was a kid when you were famous. When you famous, yeah, I was one. But hey, but if it makes you feel better, my mom likes you. And you get your happy ass in the ring and get beat upside the head. So Ray J got the may not. That knot on his forehead may not go down. And remember, he did that with a boxing glove. So if that was bone on skull, could you know what that would have been? It's cushion between that knuckle and his forehead. But he hit him with such a clean hit that he was able to put some pressure through that cotton and kiss that forehead. It is out there for everybody to see, man. He gets knocked unconscious, man. I say it's on Twitter. If you want to see it for free, go look at Twitter. It's right there. It'll come up when you get on there. It's popular, but it's sad. It's sad to see this guy fall like that. Shout out to you, pseudonym. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, he was in the hospital, man. That's from McDonald's. Chomping down McDonald's, bro. His arteries are clogged up. This is what happens, man, when you make bad decisions at the crossroads of life, man. And it's also what happens when you want to co-opt the hood. That's why I've always said, let the hood belong to street dude. Look, if you're a street dude, a jail nigga, you can have the hood. You belong it. Go and be king of the hood. Go take over that park and then proclaim yourself king of the park in the hood. You are king of the park in the hood. You can have it. Any man in America, any man in the world sees the world as so much bigger. Yeah, but that's the dumb Negro. That's what they see. They don't see beyond the hood. All they see is the ratchet box. They want to smash ratchet holes in the projects, and they want to drive around in some car that they done glued shit to and then proclaim themselves kings. I know, like, man, I grew up down there. You can't tell me, but I know what they do. And at the most, they wind up being a fucking manager at a strip club, but they're niggers. And they'll never be anything more than that. I know that. And I'm not seduced by that. I know what they are. And I don't care what they do. You know, it's a YouTube channel. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions. I know what they do. I don't romanticize it, and I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool, and I don't romanticize it. No, I don't want to be like that. And I know if I'm like that, I've made mistakes in my life. My life is so much, it's so much to it than what they look for. I know what they're about. So yeah, they don't care about that. They can go take over a ghetto. Oh, you can have the corner, man. Oh, you own that what is, I don't even know what the name of that shit is. What is that little part where it's like a little dead end and then it dips out? Oh man, I forgot. Anyhow, they can have that. I know nobody can figure that one out. What is that? When you in the hood and it's a part of the hood, it's a name for it. It's like a neighborhood, and then there's like a bunch of houses, like a dead end and a big circle, and then it comes back to the street. It's a name for it. If you grew up in the ghetto, you never hear that name. But if you grew up in a community, you hear, what is that? What is that shit? Nobody knows. It don't matter. Nobody knows. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But cul-de-sac. Thank you. Thank you. Is it cul-de-sac? Cul-de-sac. Yeah. A cul-de-sac. Yeah. You want to take over a cul-de-sac? Go ahead, man. No, I'm saying, but you look at the real world and say, man, my life, I could do so much more with my life, my kids, my future. I need more than a cul-de-sac. You know what I mean? So what, I'm the man in the cul-de-sac, you know, and the kids on the bike look up to you. Oh man, he the man. But that's what Ray J wanted. And you think that, man, Ray J, that's all he wanted, and that's all he got. That's all he got. He said they called that an ugly knot. Oh yeah, back in the day. Cul-de-sac, yeah. Cul-de-sac. he should have wanted more, man. This is what happened when you don't. And also as a man, when you don't map out your potential, when you sit back and you let your, so you can, one thing you got to understand, especially any black man, you got to understand the ghetto and you got to understand the mainstream world. You got to understand what you want to do. And guys try to meld the two. Well, this is what happens when you try to meld the two. You become a Ray J. You become a Ray J. You're not really a hood dude. Ain't nobody in the hood respect no Ray J. I'm not even talking about him being old and sick. I'm talking about period. He don't hold no weight in no ghetto or no hood, but he wants to romanticize the hood. He can run around there behind Suge Knight. Yeah, it's because he's behind Suge Knight. They don't respect fucking Ray J. Yeah, Ray J back in the day could walk around neighborhoods behind Suge Knight. Or with Suge Knight's blessing. There, people don't fuck with him because that's Suge Knight boy. But no, he still ain't experienced in the hood though, and that's what he didn't understand. He thought it was all peaceful and cool. It's actually nothing like that. You just got the cosign of Suge Knight. So you're able to exist in it in an unnatural way. But no, it's nothing like that. But because he didn't want to leave it alone, because he felt that's where he belonged. Look at his sister, man. His sister don't even fuck with him. His sister's smart. His sister's still living a celebrity life. She's still living that lifestyle. She still is somebody. She just did a sold out tour. She's still living her life, but she don't fuck with him. He's a fool. Her people ran him off. Her people told him he's bad for business. What is all this dope smoking? And she grew up with him. She's like, what's all of this weed addiction shit? What's all of this? You a nigga and you a thug. And look at you now. And a white man is exploiting you, you stupid fucking buffoon. You let a fucking boy, a child, that little ass Twitch boy made money off of you. You're a buffoon, Ray J. You're a clown. I would never in my, that shit wouldn't, I'd be out of the, man, I wouldn't even accept the match. I tell that white boy, you're going to give me 80% up front. And I want 35% of everything you make. You should have went in there. That's called management, Ray J. You're an idiot, though. That's why you got lumps on the top of your head. That man made so much money. You're a fool, man. But this is what happens, man, when you lose sight of the goals, man. When you lose sight of the goals. We got the join link posted, man. Oh, let me put this in here. These are my opinions. If you disagree, you're wrong. You are wrong. I know you're not going to like the fact that you're wrong, but these are my opinions. If you like to give yours, you're welcome to it, but you're going to be wrong. These guys, these clowns kill me with that. They kill me with that. They say, Platt, you always think you're right. Well, that's because you're always wrong. I'm wrong all the time. But you're wrong all the time when you talk to me. So you make it seem like that. You make it seem like I don't think I'm wrong. No, it's because you're always wrong. Why don't you try being right? Try being right, and then you will be right. But in the meantime, you don't know. You're like Ray J. You're a walking version of Ray J. You're an idiot. Eventually, your family's going to throw your dumb ass in a boxing ring to get pelted and beaten and swollen up. And that'll be about the best they get out of you, the best they've gotten in 10 years, and the best they'll get in the next 10. Like the stream, man. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. It's a Sunday. We're on our way to June. Have you gotten in shape? Getting ready for those pool parties? The ladies? You gonna be the dude with the flea market, Chicago Bulls? It's LeBron James now. You're gonna have on the flea market LeBron James short set, oversized shorts, with a hat on at the pool all the ladies there in swimwear, and a few of the guys ready to hop in the pool, and the women gonna look at you. I'm telling you, you don't realize it. The women gonna make fun of you. When you show up like that at a pool party, you got on Chicago Bulls, they know you're a fat fuck. The women know that. They say, his fat ass, he embarrassed to take he can't even put on no swim clothes, his fat. The women, that's what they say, man. That's why it is best, don't even go. Let me tell you that now. Let me warn you now. If you didn't take the time out to get maybe next year, okay, work on next year. But don't go. Don't go there trying to act like it's not cool. It's a swim party. You're going there to eyeball the ladies. I get that. But still, man, you can't go there fully clothed, man. You have to be in shape. But then again, you're not, these Negroes, they don't even look at, you know what, bro? I'm so done with the hood. It ain't even funny, bro. The hood is always going to be what it is. And yeah, they're going to exploit it. They're going to make money off it. We're talking about the football players. Look at this. Now they're putting washed up celebrities in boxing rings to squeeze a few more nickels out of them. It's just like racing horses. It's just like racing horses now. You go from Kim K, you go from Kim Kardashian in your bed. She's I think 2 billion. Her entire family's rich, to getting pelted upside the head by some guy I never heard of him, who's completely out of shape for a few nickels. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what I'm at a loss of words, man. That's not a flex, man. Yeah, this is what happens when you fall off, man. You got to make good decisions in your life, man. And even if I was in adult entertainment and I was smashing those chicks, I would have some type of 501k, man. I would have some type of medical thing. They know you can get that. See, what you guys don't want to deal with is these buffoons tell you that they do offer that. Man, them billion dollar companies. Them producers, man, them dudes get into production. Them dudes filthy rich, man. I've met those dudes. I've been at their mansion parties. They are filthy rich. Paperwork, man. Paperwork. They still making money off people who done passed away. Paperwork. Those tapes sell. They make money off of those tapes. You look at these guys. I see these guys, man. I seen the flick, so I know what a flick is. You look at these buffoons. They don't have their paperwork together. They in there smoking, talking, cursing the women out. And now look at they broke, dusty ass. Now they out on their ass now. Just buffoons, man. And I said, look at the Negro, bro. I said, these Negroes, they are a sideshow act. They are a sideshow to see. Look at this Ray J. And then what they really want is the white supremacists to give them a break. But he ain't going to give you no break. He need to go, man, he need to take it easy on us, man. Look at what you're doing to us. Woo! Woo! Thank you, Ray J. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad you'll be a teaching moment for kids. I'm glad you're doing it. This is what happens when you throw your money away. This is what happens when you throw your career. You make dumb decisions when your whole life is mapped ahead of you, but you choose, you want to be a thug. You want to go hang out with Suge Knight. Suge Knight's in prison. Don't give me this stuff about money. He always had money. He couldn't control himself. He's a sociopath. He's a sociopath, and that's why he's in prison. He'll die in jail. Ain't nothing cool about him. He's a fool. If anything, he's to be pointed out to the world. This is what a stupid nigga is in 2026. He went from magazine covers and fame, fortune, to living in a fucking box for the rest of his life. And Negroes look up to that. Man, he's a real nigga, man. Suge Knight, that's a real, I like that nigga, man. He's a real nigga. Look at him now. I didn't like Suge when he was out. But see, I never liked Suge. I never liked Suge. I didn't like what he did to Pac. I thought he bought the worst side of Pac. I thought Pac was a brilliant, talented person. And I thought his affiliation with Suge drove him into making these all of this gangster stuff, all of this thug stuff. And he started living his life a certain kind of way. And look at it, he lost his life. He wanted to be in the streets. That's what you get. When people act like that's not a that's what you get in the streets, man. You want me to go look at it? I can go look at it right now. Who got somebody? They found somebody in the street last night. Every night they find some nigga twisted out. Every night. Because that's their lifestyle. That's what happens to them unless they get out of there. And Suge was just a bad dude, man. You know, he was a bad influence. Did he do some good things? I mean, that's debatable. You know, he got them out of the contract. Okay. He he got some artists out of bad contracts. You know, some would say he did some good things, but you got to know when to say when, man. You got to know, you know, these guys, they romanticize John Gotti and all of these mafia figures. They need to act like the mafia figures. They need to behave like a mafia figure. They don't act like them. The mafia figures, they don't go out like that. Eventually, they do get jammed up, but they don't go out like that. They're not going to be in the streets committing crimes. Like the stream, he says, so are we shaming him? He shamed himself. He's the solution. The solution is don't do like him. The solution is if you're not from the streets, don't hang out with street people. If the solution is to be with, hey, my cousin is a street dude. You tell your cousin, hey, we can be cool, but the streets ain't meant for me. They're meant for you. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with telling a cousin that or a family member that. Nothing. Say, hey, listen, you can do them 4 years. I seen these street niggas go and do 5 years standing on their head. That shit don't mean nothing to them. I'm not saying they're happy to go. I'm just saying they do their 5 years. And then you see them again. And for me, I'm like, look at them, and that don't mean nothing to them. They saved a little money, played some video games, made new friends. Now they back in the shit. You be like, what? What? You know, like most people say, hey, I got to do 5 years. They're beside themselves with misery. They don't know what they're going to do. And they say, well, that's a bitch nigga. And you know what? They're right. That is. They're right. You don't do the crime. You can't do the time. And I salute them for that. No, I salute them for that. They can do that time, bro. But Ray J is a fish out of water, man. And now he's down to sideshows, and he might as well be racing horses. It's pretty much, he might as well be racing horses now. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Al Capone. One thing about those guys, John Gotti, they were big on family. See, they didn't let that go. We black people, we get caught up with Black Harlem and all that shit. That bullshit. Black Harlem. No, man, this nigga right here, man, he ran the whole block. And then you know that you're dealing with a buffoon. Like, man, what are you talking about? The man who was associated with criminal activity, he ran the whole block. I'm supposed to be proud of that? This man was a criminal. No, man, no, back in the day, man, he had all the fashionable clothes. He had all the clothes. He was selling that cane, man. You said that he's a fucking criminal. You don't see the difference? You look up to criminals? But no, man, I'm just saying, man, he had more money. But he wasn't working. He wasn't a hardworking man. He was a thug. Why do you find that? And see, Ray J got caught up. He got brainwashed. I know, brother, they told me that growing up. I was fed the same bullshit they fed Ray J. Ray J decided to ingest that nonsense. And he squandered his money. Ray J, you got all this money. Ray J, why are you associating with these low-life people? Hey, Ray J, that woman want to film you having sex with her daughter. Ray J, think about that for a minute. Before you accept that, Why would you be around a woman who wants to be in the same room with her daughter getting plugged out? Ray J, those are bad people. Ray J, that's a bad woman. Ray J, you know right from wrong. Ray J, you know, that woman's in the same room with you while you poking out her daughter. That should tell you something. Ray J, would you want your mom or your dad in the room with you while you smashing? Well, why you make an exception for them? Ray J, you played yourself. You played yourself. That's simple as that. And you still banned for that. Now you're getting bopped upside the head. The Kardashians are laughing at your dumb ass. And she counting her money. She can't count her money. She makes too much. She literally, she couldn't even count that much money. And your broke ass down there getting beat upside the head by some clown, some dude who probably didn't have enough money to attend one of your concerts back in the day. Yeah, he's got all types of health problems now. That costs money. Now, Superfly was a movie. So I liked the movie. Okay, it was a movie. But within the movie, there is his brother's a very conscious guy. His brother's talking about Black Panther type of a way of life. So they did put that. They didn't just put that one side in there. They put Superfly in there, but they put his brother in there who was trying to get him out of that lifestyle into something else. But once again, and that's a movie. So that's like, it wasn't real. It's a movie. I'm saying growing up in the hood, I was fed the same line of bullshit that Ray J was fed. And I just simply knew that wasn't for me. That just wasn't my life. I just like, nah, I can't move like that, man. I said, all that sleep with one eye open shit. I said, I don't like that, man. I said, I like to close both my eyes, man. And I said, look at how these niggas be running down on each other. One dude get a little money. They done ran up in his spot and done robbed him. And it's his friends. I said, nah, you can't trust him. I said, I don't like that, man. I said, I like being around people I can trust. I don't like to sleep with one eye open. I like to have a relationship with a woman that won't rob me or set me up. I said, y'all can have all of this king of the ghetto shit. You can have this shit. You running out the window when the man show up because she getting food stamps and she don't want to get her food, so you jumping out a window. I said, nah, man. No, I don't want to go Mission Impossible at 6 o'clock in the morning because the welfare man done showed up. So now I become a de facto hood Spider-Man trying to get out of there swinging. Nah. No, thank you, man. And the thing about it, he got money. This is the thing about Ray. Ray ain't that broke. So Ray is doing this, for fame and entertainment? Why? And what is he trying to prove? That he's out of shape. He's got heart disease. How are you going to get in boxing shape with that type of ailment? Yeah, Ray J's just lost, man. Princess Love is a beautiful woman. Okay, he has Ray J's always had attractive women beside him. He just likes ratchet women. And you know, a lot of dudes, they get their first bit of, a lot of men, especially when you have family in the ghetto and you spend a summer down there and you're hanging out with your cousin and you get your mom to let you spend, 3 weeks in the ghetto because you love it. Yeah, you don't live in it, but you love it. They'll get their first piece of ratchet pussy and they're hooked. They've never really, they don't understand. They'll get that and they become hooked. And that's why you see him still going back down there. Let me tell you up front, it's overrated. Man, that shit overrated. Is it okay? It's all right. Yeah, it's certainly better than nothing. But believe me, brother, you got to believe in yourself. The world is so much bigger. It's so much outside. It's so much better. And that's up to her, man. You tell her, hey, listen, long as you ratchet, I can't date you. But if you decide to go to nursing school and clean yourself up, stop stripping, stop selling the box for a while, I'm an accomplished man. I can deal with you then. But Ray J don't have no standards, man. Ray J take him how he can get him. And he's going to pay for that. Once you go ratchet, you can't go back. I'm surprised he don't have a Brotherhood Snow. When they don't when they don't want to leave the ghetto. But see, that's the proof. See, there you go. There's more proof about Ray J. You can tell Ray J is not hood. Because a guy like Ray J, as much as he loves the hood, he don't have a white girl. He ain't really hood. He's a visitor to the hood. He's like a illegal alien in the hood. He's overstayed his visa. But he's not an American. He's not ghetto. He's just down there a lot. Ray J is nothing but a circus act, man. And his lifestyle, man, yeah, all the tricking and stuff. See, all of that stuff comes out. It destroys you. Guys think all these shortcuts are the way to go. Man, and eventually it just destroys you. All that tricking on these women, giving these women all this money, it's going to mess you up as far as your relationship. You ain't going to be able to have a normal relationship. Your mentality going to be like a trick. You're going to want to buy it. And you're not going to respect women who not selling it to you because it's a brainwashing. You're going to get brainwashed. Then all this romanticizing and Suge and stuff. Suge's a thug. And he's right where he needs to die. Suge needs to die right there in prison. He's a piece of trash. And the best thing they can do is get his fat ass away from normal people. He was always a troublemaker. There's nothing cool about Suge Knight. Suge Knight got exactly what he deserved. Them people was trying to make a movie. Here he is coming uninvited. Who the fuck are you? A producer? Fuck are you? How do you have the nerve to go onto a set of a studio uninvited, disrespectful, and think that you can critique parts of the film like you have the right to do it? In the process, you ran over a dude, and now you got to spend the rest of your life in jail. And you did it to yourself, man. And look at Puff. Puff is in there too, but Puff in there for a different reason. Puff went to jail for being a freak. Well, technically, he didn't go to jail for that. Puff went to jail for trafficking workers. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. We going, man. We on top, man. You see, we crushing the competition, bro. These niggas, bro. They just show you, bro. They just show you the cream rises to the top. The dusty thirst buckets. Bro. And they're being crushed by women. Of all things to be crushed by, they can't keep bitches or they can't get a bitch or other niggas fuck they bitch and they still running around YouTube whining about, hey, somebody fuck my wife, man. Hey, man, somebody slept with my wife. Hey, man, my wife cheated on me, man. And that's why I'm an incel. What's up with you, JR?
Black, man, what the hell are you talking about, man?
I ain't talking about nothing. Go ahead. What you think about Ray J?
Man, I blame Jake Paul, man. That's who I blame. I blame Jake Paul.
No money like that. He's not getting money like that. Plus, Jake Paul was just a streamer, YouTuber.
That's what I'm saying. I blame Jake Paul.
No. You can't compare Ray J had to be on no stream. Ray J don't never have to get on no stream. He on there because he want to be.
He on there because he's chasing money.
Ray J got money,
but he's still chasing it.
I don't believe Ray J is
even.
I don't think he's even close to being broke, bro.
I don't think he's close to being broke. But you got to understand, he's probably outliving what he's bringing in. You know, when you live a certain lifestyle, you outliving what you bringing in.
Okay, but how come Ray J? I'm looking at it right here. They're saying a rough estimate he's worth anywhere between $10 and $15 million.
Yeah, 10 to 15 million, but you know that's not liquid. You know what's readily available to you. He probably got stuff tied up in different companies, production companies, you know, stuff like that. So when they evaluate your wealth, they evaluate everything. But what's actual liquid, where he can actually get his hands on, he probably burning through a lot of that money.
Well, then whose fault is that?
I mean, that's his. You
Okay.
I mean, you spoke about it earlier, you know. Holding certain people to a high esteem, like Suge Knight. I'm not too familiar with Suge Knight. I was kind of a child when all of that, you know, stuff was going on with Pac and how they was living. But
you didn't miss nothing.
But you know, from what I've known and what I've heard people say, you know, about Suge Knight. Look, that's nobody's role model, but Ray J hold him to a high esteem. You know, he hung around Floyd Mayweather for the longest, whether it was to be around women or
well, there you go.
Somebody he admired.
Okay, but this is the thing. Okay, this is the thing. All men have to make. As a man, you have to cross that path. It's like anything, right? You have to control yourself. As a man, if you are weak for women, you got to address that. Now, this is the problem. Like, see, with the black community is completely different because the black community is it's like a creation. The black community is like a cul-de-sac within America. Like it's its own thing. Within the black community, they do look up to detrimental things. But see, if you're only going to live to 25, it really don't matter. You're not going to raise your kids anyhow. Because, what difference does it make if your credit goes bad? What difference does it make if you make a bunch of kids? What difference does it make if you are wanted by the police? You're only going to live 25. But see, black people got to realize they live longer than that. So you have to make better decisions in your youth. So you got to see the folly in bad decision makings. So if I'm a child star, if my fan base is mostly young kids around my age, maybe a year older, a year younger, it's all family stuff. It's cartoon type stuff. There's no profanity, certainly no thugging. Why would I then turn around and try to adopt that as a persona when I become an adult? I just think that was a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, look, he got some people got a hold of him and, showed him a lifestyle that he enjoyed. And it's hard to get away from something that you enjoy. That's like a drug, right? Like people get introduced to a drug and they remember that first high that they had, and now they're at it and they hooked on something that they're still chasing that first, thrill of the drug that they had, but not realizing what's diminishing around them from having that addiction.
As a man, without, we're not asking you nothing about your personal life. As a man, how would you advise a young man to break the attraction for ratchet women?
Man, self-evaluation for themselves, man. Realizing the outcome. I mean, you can look and you can, I'm not necessarily say research, but you could hear the stories or see the outcomes of, what you get from dealing with a certain type of person. Whether it's ghetto, ratchet, however you want to, classify it. And that's man and woman, right? You're going to see outcomes or hear stories of outcomes, and every once in a while you're going to hear a success story, whatever, Players Club, type of situation where Diamond was a strip, she was a stripper, but then now she, doing a thing and graduate. You'll hear something like that, but that's not always the rule. That's the exception, right? So you gotta kind of look at those things. And if you feel like you're gonna be the exception, then by all means, man, keep going down that path. But typically not everybody's the exception, man. Most people just fall within the rule of life. But
well, if you fall for the ratchet chicks, you got to live that life. That's what I'm saying. Look, if you're a failure, be a failure. You don't owe me nothing. You don't know me. If you want to be king of the hood, king of the cul-de-sac, other people grow up, move on, get married, live a life, live overseas, run for office, do bigger things, but you still in the cul-de-sac shooting on a milk crate, smashing hood rats. You have to accept that's the life you chose. See, Ray J is classic. He wants to live that life, but he don't want to deal with the consequences of those decisions. And he squandered he's worth 14 million now, 14 to 15. There's nothing stopping Ray J other than his health from trying to get him an agent and trying to cast for movies.
Yeah, I don't even understand how. I mean, I know it wasn't a sanctioned fight, but with him recently as a month, 2 months ago, saying he some type of health scare or whatever like that, and now you in the ring doing some celebrity boxing match, like that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why
I don't even know how they let him do that.
And that's so. I mean, they let him do it because it's not sanctioned, so it's just like a backyard brawl or something like that. Like, it's not sanctioned. So you could just fight, right?
Yeah, but from a health standpoint, you don't have no liability.
No, it's no liability. It's none. It's not sanctioned by any, agency or state. It's not sanctioned. So they just, they just fighting and filming it.
So if he died in the ring, the family would have a lawsuit, but Aiden more than likely will protect himself. So what I'm saying, they can't put that on him because Ray J agreed to get in the ring.
Yeah, he agreed. He probably signed whatever contract to get in the ring and stuff like that. I mean, obviously they could still go after Aiden and whatever streaming platform that put it on, broadcast. They could have still done that if the worst case scenario would have happened. But yeah, it's not sanctioned by any state. So they just in there just throwing hands. That's why I say, man, I blame Jake Paul, man. Look, Jake Paul has exceeded the expectation of grifting. He has cultivated a culture of all of this. You know how like Soulja Boy say he was the first to do everything. Jake Paul was the first to break into the streaming and all of that stuff, and with him and his brother way back in the day. And then now with everybody made a big deal with, oh well, he fighting all of these people now and fighting all these washed up MMA fighters or boxers and things like that, but he was still bringing in hand over fist cash. And now these other people seeing it, Aiden Ross seeing it, he not putting his body on the line, but he getting other people to put their body on the line and say, yeah, man, we can make a lot of money from this. But the thing is, you have to keep doing it in order to see a return from it. As many people they had on that fight, on that undercard, I don't really think nobody really made no money from that, man. They had a lot of people fighting. And, the people in the ring not really making no money off of it. I'm sure Ray J's smart enough to say, let me get a percentage of whatever the streaming,
I'm not sure
was. I think he probably did that. No, I think he's savvy enough to do that. I don't think he's just taking
I think Ray J's an
cash
idiot
up front. Nah,
I think Ray J, everything we've seen is Ray J's pretty much an idiot.
Nah, man, I got to give more credit than that. Man.
No, I think he was. I think Ray J was.
I
think Ray J was protected by his mother, his family as a youth. I think they took care of a lot of the paperwork. I think that as he became an adult, he got sloppy, and I think that he does not look at his paperwork. I think he signs the wrong stuff. How are you gonna go to sleep with your girlfriend and her mother gets to come into the room and watch? Ray J makes a lot of mistakes.
He was a kid then, man.
He was no damn kid. That was a grown man.
He was a kid, man. He was a kid. And
You making excuses for Ray J,
I'm
bro.
not. For that moment right there, he was a kid. He was a kid.
Ray J, how was he gonna be a kid? He couldn't even legally do it if he was a kid. He was a grown man.
I mean, a grown man by what? A year? I think he was like 19 or something when he made that tape. Come on,
I don't know specifically how old he was, but he was legal to make it, and her mother was in the room with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he was like 19.
Come on, bro, you tripping, bro? Would you have done something like that
at 19? Who knows? Who knows what I would have done at 19?
No, mine is no, man. Why would I want her mother in the same room with us? What kind of shit? How is
sitting here at my age now?
How is that fun? How is that fun? How is that fun? You crawling into bed with your girlfriend at 19, 20. How is it fun with her mother in the room with you? I don't even understand that.
I don't know. I don't know his thought process behind that point, being 19, 20 years old, Platt. But, hindsight is hindsight. Obviously, if you would have asked him that question now, what, Ray J 39, 40, something like that, if you would have asked him that question now, he would say no. But at 19 years old, like that's like sneaking in your girl house and having sex up in the room while the parents downstairs or something like that.
No, it's not even the same thing. That's not.
It is the same. I don't know.
How is that the same? How do you think that's the
Kim
same?
Kardashian thing? Mama being in the room.
She was in the room.
Of her being in the room.
She was right. No, she was in the room directing.
I don't know about that. But I mean, if that's the case, man, look, you 19 years old, 20 years old, whatever, however old he was at the time. But yeah, man, he was a young kid, man. He young and dumb, right? We was all young and dumb at some point. But now, him getting in the ring now with a health scare, him getting in the ring now with how many kids he got? 2 or 3 kids or something like that.
I think he might have more than that. I know he got 2 recent. Let me see.
Yeah, like that, to me, that just don't make sense. I mean, unless he was lying about the health scare. I mean, that could easily be it too. He could just be lying just to, whatever, change the narrative.
You're right. He got 2 born since 2020. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I said, to me, that it just doesn't make any sense, man. And I would hope, I'm giving him the benefit of doubt. I'm hoping that he was smart enough to not take whatever the cash advance up front and be like, nah, let me get some of them streaming numbers. Whatever.
He ain't gonna get that. Ray J ain't smart like that.
I would hope
First of all, Ray J don't know how to negotiate.
I would hope so. He sold that Raycon company, and he still got a percentage in that. He made
that company made money, but he got cut out of it.
I mean, yeah, he sold it. I mean, but that's what people do with companies. They build it up and then they sell it.
Ray J, all of that. I don't even know if that was his company. Somebody paid Ray J to put his name on something. They made like $500 million. They gave Ray J his 3/4. Yeah, and they left his broke ass in the ghetto.
He got his cut, man.
He got his 3/4. He didn't get no money from them. Not like that.
That probably helped him get to 15 million net worth or something like that.
Okay,
for sure. So
they made it. I already said they made over $500 million off of that 4 years.
Yeah,
made money every year.
So I
made millions.
He probably got a little small percentage in it still. I would hope. I hope he didn't sell the whole company off. He probably kept a little small percentage and got a payout.
I predict in the next 15 years, it says Ray J's 45.
45. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I predict
he's 19 years old or something when he did that tape, man.
20 years ago, he would have been 25. So he was like 21. He was over 21 when he did.
So, young, man. Young and dumb, man. Now he's paying for those. He's paying for those mistakes, now. But when you're that young, you don't think about that stuff, man.
I predict Ray J is going to wind up on food stamps within the next 15 years.
Nah, man, he ain't going to food stamp route, man.
I think you're going to see an EBT card with Ray J's Brandy's brother
face on it.
Yeah, it's going to say. It's gonna have that little
Like
that little flag on it. You know, that little blue and flag. You know, on the EBT card,
like
it's gonna say
he gonna have like
race.
a rush card, like a rush card back in the day when what's his name? What's the dude name that went to Bali? Left the country because he all these
Yeah,
pending cases against him. Yeah,
Russell.
he gonna have a rush card. I remember Russell Simmons came out with that rush
Yeah,
card.
rush card is not a food stamp card though.
Partner with Visa.
Yeah, and they put him out. He had $1. He was gonna try to get money. I think they was finna bust him for that. It was something illegal about it. He was gonna try to get black people to get a rush card, and he got like it didn't happen. But anyhow, or they stopped it. Ray J, he's made too many mistakes, man, and now he's gonna see what life's like. He's 45. He's gonna find out what life's like for a 50-year-old black man in America who's made mistake after mistake. It ain't gonna be good for him, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be all right, man. Look, it's America is the place of second chances for people like him. Second, third, fourth chances for people like him, man. You know.
What about that knot on his head?
Nah, it'd be all right, man.
We
That'll
put
go down.
Put some ice on it.
Yeah, that'll go down after 7 to 10 days, man. It won't even look noticeable after that. Now, if he got cut open, split open, or something like that, he'll have a scar. But if it's just a knot, 7 to 10 days, he good, man.
How do you get a knot on your head with a boxing glove between, your fist and the head? How do you get that?
I mean, I would assume that since it's not a sanctioned fight, what's the padding of the gloves? The gloves looked small. You know what hand wrap were they using? Was it a legal hand wrap or unlegal hand? Like all that stuff matters. That's why these boxers are so anal about the padding in gloves, the ounces of gloves, how the hands are wrapped, because of stuff like that. I mean, you see it in professional sports, people getting lumped up and stuff like that. But then when you go back and like check the fight, you look at the ounces of the gloves and stuff like that. That stuff matters. That's why Floyd always wanted like 16-ounce gloves. He wanted like the biggest size, like practice gloves, because he didn't want to leave the ring lumped up. When you start getting to them 10-ounce, 8-ounce gloves and stuff like that, you could get your ass lumped up. It ain't a lot of padding in between those gloves.
It's my bone to bone, fist bone to skull, and that little flesh
Pastor
raise
said they
up.
had 3-ounce gloves. That's crazy, Pastor. Man, pull up, man.
That's too small.
3-ounce gloves. They fighting in some MMA gloves.
Oh, those are too small?
Man, 3 ounces? That's like having nothing on your hands. That's crazy.
So what they don't have, they puffy, but they have no real cushion.
No real cushion. You feeling all of that. Ray J a damn fool for getting that ring, man. He out of shape, beer belly. It looked bad, man. It looked bad all around, man.
And I'm telling you, JR, we're 15 years before we see on one of these streaming sites Ray J putting in for food stamps because of he don't have any money coming in. He spent through all his money. He's giving his money away to hoes, and now he's filling out his food stamp card. You're gonna see Ray J. It's gonna say Ray J. parentheses Brandy's brother. And they're gonna put
I think that's how they look at him now.
Yeah, they're gonna put that on his food stamp card. So when he's outside selling it, JR, you trying to buy 50 off it, he gonna hand it to you. You're gonna look at it. It's gonna say Ray J. Brandy's brother.
I'll do him a solid, man. I'll buy all of it, man. How much on the card, man? Let me just get all of it, dog. I got you, bro. And I'll put an extra 50 on top, man.
For what?
Just let me get all of it, man.
Oh, wait a minute. You would give him extra money?
I give him an extra 50, man. Let me get all the points off of that card, man. I'll put an extra 50 on top, bro.
It don't even make sense. Why?
Man, you gotta help your people out, man.
He squandered his money.
When they fall from grace, man, we can't
I'm done, bro. This man squandered all his money, but you need to help him out. He
Oh,
made a flick. How you gonna be a Nickelodeon actor and make porn flicks? That's
hey,
the
man.
dumbest shit. What kind of manager sits on that? You being paid to manage this guy's career, you well paid. He comes up to you saying, there's like, yeah, we got a couple of things. Ray J, there's a new thing called Toy Story. We're trying to get you a recurring character in that. We want you to play a gingerbread man. We want you to play, I don't know, just some figure in the
Yeah.
Toy Story franchise. I'm talking to people right now, Ray J. We can get you to do a voiceover. Ray J, I want you to take a look at this. The average amount of salary these people make, the voiceovers, this is about 14 million. And then you got conventions and all your merchandising. You're looking at easily 30 million a year doing this, Ray J. We're working on that, right? You go out and do a fucking porn flick. And the guy says, well, we don't want Ray J. Why? We're family business.
Yeah, man. It's
Now you getting your
bad
ass
choices.
now you wind up getting your ass bopped upside the head in 2026 for being stupid.
I think to me, the best case scenario for Ray J, especially like how his career kind of went, is he could have been like the owner of the Zeus network, man. With all of that, reality TV he was doing up to that point and learning the ins and outs of the business, and his name was polarizing when it came to reality TV at one point, Ray J. That could have been his lane right there. Now he tried to start whatever kind of media company. It never really like got off the ground. But I think that could have been his avenue. He could have been what that dude, I think his name Lamel or something like that, from Zeus Network. He could have been that. That could have been his trajectory. And whatever you want, just ratchet TV or whatever, whatever people want to call it and stuff like that, that could have been his trajectory though. Because he was already in that reality TV space.
They
And it
did everything
squandered.
to jumpstart his career. The love of Ray J. He's been on VH1. He's a staple on VH1.
Yep.
But you got to understand, they don't make that type of money. When you're talking about you're a multimillionaire, they don't make that type of money. Now, do they make more money than we do, me and you? Yeah. Do they make 100,000, 80,000, 150? Yeah. The top ones, the Jocelyn chick, she's managed to finagle a big contract with Zeus, even though she got a baby by the, which is, once again, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how she's mixing business with pleasure? So she goes over to the Zeus network and she gets pregnant by the Lamel guy. You see what I'm saying? Those are what I mean by ratchets, bro. No, I mean you don't have to deal with Jocelyn, but you sit back and say, why are you such a ratchet bitch? Why would you go there and fuck this guy? I mean, like, it's about money over there, right?
It's about
Now
money.
you're here whining, talking about you and him in a relationship. And you think he's not just sleeping with you, he slept with you, he slept with those other. Now y'all on that fight.
He probably slept with damn near half of the people he didn't cast it on that network.
That's bad for him though. See, that's bad
Yeah.
business. That's not a businessman.
It's
You
not.
can't be weak, man. You can't let women listen. Don't how about no, not don't let women. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna say this.
He got used, man.
No,
that's what
no,
happened.
as a man,
Jocelyn saw that meal ticket.
look, man, as a man, you can't let women crumble you, man. And hold up, it's supposed to be that way. It's in the Bible. It's supposed to be that way. They are supposed to have a power over you in the sense of your lust and stuff like that. But you have to control that. The fact that they want to sleep with you is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because you are the man. You expect them to want to sleep with you, but they don't know better. So you have to guide them. You have to guide them. And when I hear about dudes like this guy for Zeus, he don't when he got this woman pregnant, he ain't guiding them. He's a fool.
Yeah.
That's a fool who's giving in to his lust.
He letting the fame and the lust get to his head.
Yep.
They crazy in the chat. Hey, One Wish Network. Hey, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie. They said Ray J could have had the One Wish Network. That's funny, man. That's good.
He could have. If he'd have been smarter, he could have.
Yeah.
I think he could have been a Chris Brown. I think he could have been the next Chris Brown easily, if not Chris Brown #2. I
Nah,
think
no
that
way. Nah.
no, with the right writers and stuff. If Ray J was focused on singing and touring, I think he could have been
Yeah,
up
but
there.
I mean,
Justin Bieber,
Chris be out there dancing his heart out though, man. I
Justin
don't see Ray J getting down like that.
Justin Bieber can't sing. He's made a good, lucrative career. Every
Yeah,
now and
they
then,
think he
Justin
can't
Bieber will give you one song out of 5 years. Finally, he'll get one song that you can listen to without cutting it off.
Yeah, I think it's more so with Bieber, just the aesthetic,
Oh,
white
okay, but I'm
boy,
just saying. Well, but he
cut,
marketed, but he didn't.
everything there.
But he marketed himself the right way.
Yeah, who was it? What was the dude that was stealing all the money from him and Taylor Swift and what's that guy name? White guy? I can't remember his name. But he pretty much stole all their money. Or they masters or something like that.
Okay, well,
Damn, I forget his name.
I think when I look at Justin Bieber and I look at Ray J, I don't see a difference. I just see bad mistakes on the side of Ray J. But basically, if you go to a Justin Bieber concert or a Ray J concert, pretty much the same thing. You'll finally get one song out of all the songs they sing.
Scooter Braun, that was his name. That stole all their masters. Scooter Braun.
Okay. You'll finally get one song out of all of the songs they sing, and you'll enjoy your moment. But Ray J messed it up. He could have been like a Justin Bieber, but he screwed it up because he got with the Kardashians. He also got with a woman, to me, if that ain't a warning sign, who wants to enter the bedroom while you smashing her daughter. That's all types of red flags on that.
She was in the bedroom where you get
She wasn't in the bed with them, but she was in the room with them.
Where? Where? On the
She
wall, hanging
directed
on the
most
wall with
all
the
of those
holding the
flicks.
light.
They made 3 flicks. She directed those flicks.
I don't know about that, man. But hey, I mean, if that's the case, yeah, that's crazy. But like I said, man, at that point in time, at his age, man, people make a lot of mistakes, man. I can only imagine the amount of mistakes that I made at 24, 25, 26, just trying to grow up. Nothing illegal, but yeah, I made some calculated mistakes for sure. He is just playing out in the public, in the public eyes, man. Your public figure. But I mean, he do a lot of dumb stuff too, man. Once or twice a year, he gonna have some, elongated rant on the internet and all kind of stuff, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know if he got a personality disorder. I don't know if he just playing into it because that's the persona that pays him now. Who knows, man? It could be a lot of things. I don't know what the narrative is, but I know him getting in the ring, looking how he looked, out of shape, tired, a self-proclaimed medical condition just 2-3 months ago, and you in the ring fighting for what? For a few coins? Nah, you had to been taking a percentage of whatever was going on. Because just recently, I want to say just as recently
JR, don't do that.
I mean, he had to, Platt.
JR, why you keep making excuses for this guy?
Because just recent, I want to say probably within the last maybe like year or something like that, he started popping up doing the streaming thing. And all on Aiden Ross channel and stuff like that. And he just popped up. He started doing the streaming thing because it's lucrative. Like, they making money behind it. So he like, well, I already got a name.
Yeah, but no. They making money. They're making money compared to me and you.
Yeah,
but no. By their standards, they're not making anything.
They're making enough to keep the lights on. Yeah, they're not making no speed or Casanat type money.
JR. All right, JR, I heard you. Okay? I heard you. JR, because now we're getting into just ridiculous. JR, Ray J makes, he's worth over 14 million. He makes money compared to me. Yeah. He does a stream, he does a live, he gets off, he's made a certain amount compared to me. But compared to his peers, come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's in comparison to what? So for somebody that's a full-time streamer compared to Ray J that's, part-time streaming, and he making his money. That's a secondary source of income for Ray J. I wouldn't say that's his primary source of
You
income.
keep trying to justify it. No, he's too famous to even be streaming.
Or no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You might as well make money off your name. Literally sitting down talking about nothing. If people are gonna pay you to turn the camera on and you sitting in your room with some neon lights behind you, just talking about
what do they? Okay,
events
what does somebody
and
get?
hip-hop.
What does somebody get from listening to Ray J?
I have no idea, but people
listen
to him.
Hold up, he was a buffoon. He got played in. He tried to make a porn tape. He let his girlfriend's mom in the room. She filmed him, and she made $1 billion. His ass is broke. Okay, he hung out with Suge Knight. Suge Knight will die in prison. Okay, you said Floyd. Floyd is broke, right? He's been eating off his sister. He's been riding his sister's coattail for the last 30 years. What could somebody learn from Ray J? How to be a stupid nigga?
Hey, Platt. It's the thing, Platt. Y'all looking
income, Platt.
Y'all looking too much into it. This is entertainment. Anybody gonna sit there and watch a buffoon / a minstrel show and be entertained? No different than Adrian Broner and that young boy, Dean the Great. Like, people want to see people crash out, do stupid shit, say stupid stuff, and watch people in front of their eyes see people deteriorate in front of them and look at it like it's entertainment, and they get paid by doing it. That's damn near Ray J. He literally became a cartoon character now. Nobody takes Ray J serious.
That's what I'm saying.
We used to. We used to be like, oh, that's Ray J.
I take him serious. I take him very serious.
And
also
what? Platt? Why you take Ray J serious? Why you take him serious?
I think Ray J is a teaching moment, especially for black men.
No, he's not.
Don't squander.
To not be him.
Yeah, don't squander opportunities. Also, let the ghetto go, man. And then when you say, look at Suge Knight, I can say Suge Knight. I don't need to talk about nobody else. All I can talk about Suge Knight and say, yeah, you know what happens? If I'm talking to a 8-year-old kid, I can show him a magazine cover. I said, look this guy. You see this guy? Look at this guy right here. Death Row. This guy was he had $200 million in the bank, but he couldn't let the ghetto go. Just like you know how you like to go down there and play with your friends, and we keep telling you stop going to the ghetto, but you don't want to listen to us. This guy, he couldn't let it go. Now he'll die in fucking prison. He'll die, and that's going to happen to you if you keep leaving out this house, going down there to play with Tyrone. Them, we told you stop going down there. You're going to be next. You got to scare them. You got to tell them that, and you can use Suge. Suge's a wonderful example, and Ray J's paying for his Suge obsession. Ray J, you still got a little time, man. You better stop. You done got popped upside the head. Tell Adrian he pays you. Say, I'm done with that.
He's not done.
Change your life, man. You might be able to still make it in movies, man. Learn how to act.
He ain't done.
Nah.
He gonna keep making.
He could play a Sambo role if there's a Sambo role. No, if there's a Sambo nigga, yes, sir, boss. No. Boss, I'll get the horses, sir.
He's not
Ray
playing.
J will be good for that. Ray J run, get the horses.
Ray J gonna keep doing what he doing, Play. He gonna keep generating money by being online, being there, Aiden Ross and the rest of these streamers, and run it up. That's the eco. And then look who
money to make.
Look who he's with. He's with Clayface. He's with goddamn
Whack 100.
All they do is effery. He's full of effery.
Yeah, you know and I gotta come through the door and say it. Like Platt, you mentioned Suge Knight earlier. Whack 100 would not see Whack 100 if Suge Knight was out. You would not see him anywhere. He's terrified of him. That is true as hell. He is terrified of.
That's
He
you.
used to punk him.
I have no idea. I mean, I got what you said. I have no idea why or what you're talking about. I got you, but this is more about Ray J. The peripheral people. I'm not even getting into them. But the thing about it is Ray J was famous. See, this is the thing. Those other guys you're naming, they were never famous. Ray J was famous, so it's a step down from him.
Yeah, but Ray J's career, all that is over, Platt.
Yeah, that's over, man. You said it right. He was famous, Platt. So now he is just getting residual income off of
let me add this to you, Jay. Let me add to you. I gotta say this, JR. Jay.
What's up?
Put me in the category. I'm terrified of Suge Knight. That shit he be doing to people, running over niggas.
But look where his dumb ass at.
I know, but I'm just saying, you said that like it ain't nothing, man. Look how you see what he be doing.
No, but here's the thing. You
try to go to your car, Jay. You try to leave the club, go to your car. This nigga truck you.
Suge lost his grace too. Like, once he got knocked out by that barber, nobody took Suge serious no more after that. He lost
if he don't have a car, if he's not behind a car, what's he behind a car?
I mean, who can't get behind a car?
Like Whack 100, he checks the blinds, but he checks the blinds of his house before leaving to know if Suge Knight was out, he'd be checking the blinds. He would back out the garage, and then it would be weird. It'd be like a horror movie for him.
I don't know. That's LA stuff, Jay. You know about it. I don't know. That's the inner workings of Los Angeles. I don't know what they do in Los Angeles.
Apparently he just owes him money, but you know.
Hey, Platt, you see how Ray J try to make it seem like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you see how Ray J try to make it seem like, yo, we both lost. Like, he try to make it seem like they set up the play, like they try to set the play up, try to make it seem like, yo, we wasn't supposed to really hit each other and knock each other out. Like, for real? For real? Nigga looked at hell like, no, nigga, you lost.
Joy, you're a boxer, right? He said they had 3-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
Well, those are UFC.
Yeah, those are UFC. Yeah, those gloves. Yo, you ever get punched by one of those, Platt? I used to train and do UFC, right? Yo, once I got punched with one of them gloves, I said, God damn. It's like a tough ass pad and it hits you upside your head. That shit is, you're gonna get a lump. Oh yeah, Ray J got that little lump in the middle of his head like a unicorn. Yeah, you're gonna lump up real fast. That's why a lot of them UFC fighters, Platt, you see their ears, they got that cauliflower. Them gloves is heavy as hell. So
what they just swell your. So if you keep getting hit in the ears and in the head,
you swell up.
It swells your body up, your blood vessels.
Yup.
And then they don't. And you box too soon, and your ear is already swollen with pus and blood. So all it takes somebody to hit that swollen ear, it's gonna burst it.
Yeah, I mean the body itself is weird, right? If you get hit enough somewhere, your body can build up callus, around tissue scarring around your face and stuff like that. But obviously, I don't know Ray J personally. I don't know how many fist fights he's been in, take punches like that. So
that nigga got a lump
he took
in his
one
head.
hit, and that shit swell up real fast because I'm assuming he has not been hit in the face often.
I'm sorry, man. I just gotta come through the door with it. When that bell rung and Ray J came after Super on Fire, I was like, oh, this is a gay man. This is how gay men fight. He came at him with
the. I didn't see it.
He's a gay man. That's how gay men fight. With the little, he was swinging at him like a girl. I was dying.
I don't know how.
That was funny.
And you cool, Jay. You cool, but we're not familiar with how gay men.
I don't know about that, Jay. What the hell?
No, first of all, y'all tripping. Don't do that.
I don't know. You trying to say he fought like a girl?
Dog.
Yeah, bro. Y'all
you trying to say he was fighting like a girl? You say he was fighting like a girl?
I wouldn't be surprised that Ray J fight. His sister, his sister probably whooped the shit out of him a bunch of times. I wouldn't be surprised he fights like a girl.
No, he was kind of like windmilling a little bit, but I wouldn't say it was like a game. He was windmilling a little bit, but yeah, it's different when you in there trying to hit somebody, you can't hit him. So yeah, but the ball, he was lining him up the whole time because I watched the whole fight, right? But the first round, dude barely even swung with Ray J. Ray J, he was, you can kind of say, filling him out, pause, like trying to see, like, you know, what he was going to do. The second round, yeah, that was it. He was on Ray J ass, like, you soft, nigga, and punched that nigga right. And Ray J had his hand, he didn't even have his guard up, Platt. He kept rushing him with his hands up. Like, what are you doing, Ray? Why his trainers didn't tell him, like, Ray J, put your hands up?
Man, you know he ain't trained for that fight. Come on, man.
He trained, but he probably was like, I'm Ray J, let me go in here. Or he probably did try to think like they was going to.
He went in there with no game
play
plan.
around and
no game plan.
That nigga said, I'm not playing with you. Boop bat. And yeah, Ray J, you see how he got stiff? Yo, hey JR, did you see it?
I saw it, man.
You see how his legs? Yeah, he got. I remember I hit a nigga. He got stiff like that. Yeah,
them
I ain't
legs
swing
was
again.
static.
I said, yeah, that's it.
Oh my god, that was fun.
Hey, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, people playing around with this, man, and he could have been in there, could have lost his life. He playing around with that.
He got some professionals. That's one thing I can say. Yeah, them spaghetti legs crazy, but he ain't even move. He stiffed up. We call him a log because he about to fall over. Timber.
Could you have took on that guy, Joey?
Yeah.
Oh man,
no, not Ray J, the opponent. You could have
either one of them.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would have ate their ass up. Pause.
Did you see how out of shape that guy was?
Yeah.
You could have beat him, JR.
I would have whooped his ass. No questions asked.
I would have walked him down though, Platt. I wouldn't even knock him out. Like, I would have just walked him down because I see where he kept trying to run away and keep distance. Somebody trained him right to keep distance and keep walking back and let whoever rush into you, like Ray J. Ray J was dumb. Whoever trained him was dumb. Like, don't keep rushing into him, bro. Cut him off at the angles, like, because he kept running around.
Oh man,
then you running at him with your hands. Shout out to Ray J, man. He's a goofy.
Would have been the quickest money I ever made, Platt. Quickest money I ever made. I would have went in there and beat the shit out of dude. Quick.
Oh man,
y'all need to go train Ray J. Y'all need to get Ray J because he got the name.
It's been waste of time, man.
If he paid.
No, he got some. What Ray J made off this fight? I'm telling you, he only made what 100, maybe 300,000. Ray J's already worth 14, 15 million. This little chump change he got on this fight, it's not worth. Like I said, for the average person, you, me, anybody else, if we go and get in a ring and get beaten for 250,000, people will say, okay, well, yeah, you only make about 45 a year, so you got 250. And for 15 minutes, so you win it. But for Ray is a loss.
No, Ray J definitely got cashed out. He definitely got cashed out.
He did.
No, he didn't. How much you think he got? Ray J didn't get $300,000 for that.
Why you think not? Why you think not?
I don't think he took no money.
Because we've never seen the history of Ray J. He don't read his contract. He always gets manipulated and used. Why do we think all of a sudden this time will be?
How you know
we saw that with the Kim K video? Hold on, Joey. When you were 21, whatever you was doing, the girlfriend at the time, would you let her mother not get in bed with you, but come in and watch you guys sleeping with each other?
Orchestrate the whole situation and get me paid?
Yeah, if I was in that no. You already paid. Would you let her mother come down? You're right. Orchestrate it. Say, hey, well, do her from the back. Okay, now flip her over. Would you let her mother do it?
Happen like that?
Would you let her mother do that, Joy? Joy, would you let her mother do it when you was 21? Would you let her mother do that to you too?
I'm trying to understand, Platt. What's the stipulation behind that? Like,
nothing other than you making her daughter famous.
I don't think it's that, Platt.
I'm done. You know what? You guys gonna get over making excuses for Ray J. Ray J, that's exactly what he did. What did he get out of it? What did he get out of it? He lost his Nickelodeon career. What did he get out of it? He got a little box out of it. Okay, what's it worth it? You bust one off. So he bust off. Was it worth it, Ray? Because in the process, you lost everything.
His Nickelodeon kind of, I wouldn't call it Nickelodeon, but that little image, he was off of that plat.
Yeah,
he was calling himself, he was
gone.
starting to call himself the bad boy or R&B, the thug and R&B. Wait a minute, the joint with him and Lil Kim and all that. He was in that lane. He was already getting out of the whole Brandy, good boy, we was D Money.
Yeah.
He was getting out that image. He was going to the straight thug and R&B type lane.
And they were talking about girls in the club.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, that was my shit. That was
I cannot believe you guys have listened to a Ray J song. Period.
That song is
amazing.
That song grew up in that era.
Maybe I need to read. Hold up, I may have heard it and didn't know what it was, but no, Ray J.
No, that song was
I've
good.
I've never known Ray J to make any type of decent music other than One Wish, which One Wish was a romantic ballad. I like that, but beyond that, the rest of his stuff is trash.
Sexy. Hold on.
He had one more after the one.
Sexy can I?
Sexy can I was a
that was a banger, Plat.
I remember being in the club.
No, it wasn't, bro. What? Young Bird. That song was all that year. What? That was the.
I mean, I remember it, but it just, bro. It
was a banger. It was a banger.
Hey, it was a moment for my era.
I was about to say that was a summer banger back in the day. But Platt, listen, I understand. I see what you were saying with the Kim K situation. He still got paid. He didn't get his paid as much as her, but he still got paid. You know what I'm saying? But then Kanye told him, you get all the money now. She don't get none of that. Ray J still eating his day up behind that tape. You get what I'm saying? So I don't see.
No, Ray J ain't.
He still is, Platt. He is. Look it up.
I'm done, bro.
Look it up. You can look it
up. They making 1,000% more than him.
What? You said what?
They make way more money than he makes.
Yeah, that's why. Because Kanye basically was like, "Yo, my wife is cool."
Kanye West ain't got shit to do with the tape. He late to the party, bro. Come on.
he gets no longer the proceeds from that tape. His wife. He said, Ray J, you got it all. And Kanye at that time, you know.
He had to get the rest of the tapes though. Ray J had all of them, and he had to give it up.
Well, Wack was going around screaming that, and then Kanye was like, bro, you take all the money. Give all them tapes up, which is smart. Nobody want their wife with all them tapes hitting and they get put out later on down the line. Scenes that nobody seen before. Like, no, that tape was whack anyway. I don't even watch porn and niggas hitting, but whatever.
I haven't listened to what's that when y'all say whack. You talking about what they call it, rooms?
What?
What is that little app you got? Or whatever. Yeah, that's where.
Clubhouse. You talking about, right?
Clubhouse. Yeah, when he was on, I just heard him on Clubhouse, and dude is funny. He's funny, but now I don't know about all this. He can do what he want to do as far as managing people or whatever that. But I'm just saying, from the Clubhouse, the dude's funny. And I don't as a black man, I don't keep up with No Jumper. I think it's racist. I think it's fucked up. I don't like it. So anything that goes on there, I'm not going to pay attention to do.
Yeah, that's a minstrel show over there, Platt.
That is a modern day minstrel show. You're right. No Jumper.
But No Jumper ain't too far off from Brand Risk. They're both circuit shows. Brand Risk. What you watched last night?
Aiden Ross.
Yeah, okay. They're both clown shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just last night was kind of telling. I mean, I get you need a bad Ray J, but damn.
hey, Platt, can I say something, man?
When is DJ Axe gonna get his fat ass in the ring?
Yeah, I want to knock DJ Axe.
And somebody gonna knock the Hennessy out that fat sack of shit.
I'm waiting for that too, because I'm ready to see DJ Axe. Let me get his ass kicked. As much as he talk crazy. But hey, Platt, you know what I was thinking though on some real stuff. I gotta point at us black men. We looking horrible out here. Look how we got these white men and these I don't know I was just say the J people. Look how they treat us, yo. We like bucks that just go out there and fight and do whatever for these people. They give us the crumbs. That boy Aiden Ross probably making millions
Oh,
He
yeah.
made,
behind this
he
shit.
made millions off of Ray J.
And giving this nigga crumbs. And same thing with Adam 22 and same thing with DJ Vlad. Like they just put niggas out there. Go ahead, niggas perform. Do this. We'll tell y'all price. And niggas just do it. Why won't y'all start your own thing? Why niggas don't put they bootstraps on? Y'all niggas start something. Forget these dudes. Why we gotta perform?
They don't want to do that.
Why? Platt? Why?
Brainwashed.
Platt, what up, y'all? Platt, they didn't make no
shit,
money.
Man.
They did not make no money.
Tired
Platt.
of this, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Pastor. Pastor got the floor. Go ahead, Pastor.
Hey, what up, Pass?
Ray J
What
didn't
up?
make no
What's
money.
up, Pastor?
Ray J didn't make nothing.
Ray J didn't make no money. I'm gonna tell you why. What up, Joe? What up, everybody? What up, Platt? The reason why they didn't make no money, yo. Aiden Ross learned from Dana White. That's how he even got into that fight. The fight promotion and setting up fights and putting on fights. He was hanging out with Dana White, right? Dude that run UFC. That he is known for not. He didn't pay Israel Adesanya, John Jones, all that money John Jones made. Yeah, he didn't get he got money. Don't get me wrong, but considering the fights he fought and the people he bought in, no, it's not comparable. So they make a big bag, and these fighters make they don't get UFC fighters don't get paid like boxers. Boxers are the only fighters that really get paid.
Yup, promotion.
Outside of boxers, you are fighting for pennies on the dollar. All them MMA, UFC, mixed martial arts cats, negative. It's bad, Platt. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I'll say,
bad.
on top of that, we don't know what the contract really was last night for all those people on brand risk. And I'll tell you, if somebody does end up completing their contract or doing what it says, with all the little stipulation, whatever, contingencies in the match, Aiden Ross could be like, oh, well, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And then he could end up paying a shorter percentage, a shorter percentage or whatever. It gets real sticky. Like, I could say that because he just did it with somebody else on the last brand risk, but I forgot the fighter's name. But
And that's
it
probably
got
what
sticky.
Ray J. That's probably what Ray J was talking about. Ray J was probably saying, "Yo, this is supposed to go the distance, so we can get the full payout. But you knocked me out, so we not gonna get the full payout, but you gonna get your bread.
Yeah, yeah, it
Cause
could have
there's
been.
certain stipulations for taking it for going. You get paid more for taking it the distance than you do for just getting knocked out.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it could have been that or whatever. But I mean, regardless, it was still funny. I'm sorry, like I got to get at his credit. It was entertaining for sure. But I
Nigga
mean,
went
as
got a
far as it goes for, oh, go ahead.
he really got a fresh haircut. Went got the go.
He definitely got a
Yo,
fresh lineup. Nigga would got a fresh lineup to get a lump on his head.
yo,
That's Ray J though. He a goofy. Like I
I
hope
was.
I hope it was worth
And,
it.
and you keep talking. We're talking about the lump on the top, but what about the side? Because you see how he swole that up. He swole up that side too. So that dude was working on Ray J. Was.
Ray
Man,
J, like Joey
I
said,
think in
Ray J
total
was
that
walking
dude
in the
probably threw
punches.
about 10 punches flat
He,
the whole damn fight. It was
yeah, he
only two
walked.
rounds, but he only threw 10 punches.
Ray J walked into those. I don't even think it's fair. Ray J walked in. Did he really knock Ray J out, or did Ray J knock himself out? He walked into all those punches, Platt. He walked into that cross that hit him in the side of the head. He walked right into it.
Yeah, I'll say it's over for Ray J too. Like, there's no more tough guy. If there was ever any tough guy, there's no more tough guy from Ray J. It's
Nah, man.
no,
No, Ray J ain't a tough guy. He be trying to stop that stuff now. 'Cause-
Ray
no.
J
He
should
be
have
trying to.
stayed.
He be trying to press people.
No,
He
he
do.
stopped though. He do, but he cooling out now because I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, because I seen him on the podcast talking to Wack and Flacco, like, yo, why don't we stop, guys? Let's stop this stuff. Let's stop the
because you know Wack always starting stuff talking about people snitching and you know nigga stuff. And Ray J was honestly on some. He was the common sense man in there. He was like, man, listen, let's stop this, guys. Let's stop provoking people. Let's stop talking about snitching. Let's just stop. Like he's right. Like why we sitting up on these white people platforms making us look like buffoons? I'm tired of this, man. Like
So
Platt,
Ray
I'm getting
J,
tired of it,
They
Platt.
gonna always do that, Joy.
I'm tired of it, man. Let's stop it.
And you know what, Joy? This is the thing. If Ray J had a brain, he could have went to Netflix. He went to Hulu, all of these Peacock, Apple TV, and said, "I want to do a celebrity boxing. Ray J celebrity boxing. Here go my manager. Let's hammer it out." Ray J got a name. This Aiden Ross dude. Who cares what he thinks or what he's doing? Adrian, he could have put something quality where he would have got paid for what he's doing. But no,
I think Ray J got paid, man.
Because Ray J's okay, you think he got paid. Okay, let me finish. JR, please, JR, please, thank you. You think he got paid. Understood, duly noted. Ray J wanted to be a stupid nigga, and he went running down there to that white boy.
He just wanted
and
to get that off.
That white boy put together a boxing match where it was one-sided, where he got the money, and Ray J got a lump on his head and it's looking stupid. So we got to accept that, man. We got to stop doing this stuff. Also, we got to come to some conclusion as black men, it's okay to live outside the spotlight. Just take care of your family, man.
I mean,
we used to be like that. We're not like that now. Now everything is stream and everything is what the internet say. That's all. Their whole lives are about that.
It's money behind it. Black, I agree with you on that. Look, as black men, look, live a comfortable life, man. Do you need to be in front of the cameras? Absolutely not. But that's been Ray J. He's been in front of the camera. He's been controversial throughout his, whatever career you want to say he got at this point. Do I think he got paid? If Ray J took a lump sum of money, he is an idiot for doing that. Aiden Ross is one of the top 10 streamers in the US, period. So just from a business standpoint, if I'm with somebody that's a top 10 streamer and they like, look, we'll give you $250,000 to do this fight. Absolutely not. You give me 4 or 5% or whatever the streaming numbers are. I'll take that.
But JR, that's not how
the streaming numbers gonna go up.
That's not how. No, Aiden Ross ain't doing that because even with the Blueface situation, if you heard how that's he didn't pay Blueface because they was up there trying to say, oh, the people rigged it and all that stuff. No, it's business with him. He's gonna cash you out. You gonna get your paper. But you ain't
cool.
But no percentage. Ain't nobody getting none of that percentage.
But I'm not.
Vlad the same way. Vlad, he'll cash you out, but he will not get no percentage.
Nobody left that fight making over 6 figures.
True.
Aiden Ross not paying you $250,000.
Oh, I don't know.
Up in that ring. That's what I'm saying. It make no sense for me to get in the ring for 80,000 or 100 bands. Like that don't make no sense.
He got Beasley.
Either I'm getting a percentage or I'm not getting in the ring. Period.
He got Beasley and Stevenson to fight each other. He got Johnny Manziel to fight. There's a lot of people out there on that bout. No Neck was fighting. All kinds of niggas was out there throwing hands. But the thing about it, they didn't have true fight camps. It was actually kind of safe for them to do because no one had a true fight camp. Them niggas couldn't even throw a formal. They couldn't throw a formal jab or a cross or a hook.
They didn't know they was doing enough.
They didn't know how to throw a kick.
At the same time.
But and JR, this is that they after you, JR. They saying lump sum. They saying that's what Ray J got.
Yeah, he did get a lump sum.
He got a lump. He got a lump, all right, on his head.
That nigga Ben pointing at it.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's why I'm saying.
You ain't right.
You ain't right.
Flag, that thumbnail crazy. Flag, he got an arrow.
Lump somebody.
That nigga like a unicorn.
Because Ray J been trying to latch on to a streamer. I remember when he was sitting with Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, he was with Kai doing a few shows or whatever like that. And I think Kai saw the play like, nah, you ain't finna latch on to me and be a leech. not in
Yeah,
this
I
space.
remember that. I remember that. He kept telling Kai he wanted to take
Yeah,
a shower with him. I was like,
Yeah, man.
the
Yeah,
saying crazy
man.
who's this
shit.
Shit, I
dude?
think Adrian, I think AB and Dean probably worse than
I say the same thing,
they might
Pastor.
be worse than
Yeah,
than Ray J. Ray
I
J was
say the
on.
same thing, bro. Cause we
I'm
literally
sorry.
seeing Adrian Broner losing it all, just trying to
Yeah,
in between the women and drinking. Then he got. I didn't even know Adrian Broner had 10 kids. Like, bro,
10 kids.
this boy need to
Damn.
cool out, yo. Like, and then he just. I think Dean done with him because he just took some bread and didn't pay him. Like, what are you doing, AB? Y'all trying to make money together, bro. Y'all flying. Now
yeah.
you trying to you backhand your homie, and now he cut you off. So now you on your own. Hopefully you gonna have the platform somewhere else or make your own platform, but nobody want to see no drunk, fat, old ex-boxer go around acting like a buffoon. Like, I hate this, man. Why is black see, man, I love our brothers, man. I'm here for us, man. I am, but I'm not no yes man. I'll pull these niggas to the side like, yo, you looking like a dickhead out here, man. Let's stop this. Let's at least put a positive image out here while we could be entertaining. Like, all these niggas look like buffoons to me. They're getting fat, weird, saying dumb stuff, putting themselves in possibly Me Too situations with these chicks. Like,
No,
bro,
yeah, for real.
like, let's stop, bro. Like, let's cool out. Ray J, take your stupid ass to the gym, work out, drop at least 30, 40 pounds, act like you at least trying to do something.
Nigga, he ain't even got to go to the gym no more,
No, that
Joey. They
nigga gotta
got
go to the gym,
GLP
yo.
out there.
No, no,
That
no.
nigga can
We
take a
doing it the
shot
right
and
way.
lose the weight.
Get your fat ass in the gym, get on that treadmill,
He
lift
not
some
finna do that,
lift
man.
some weights. Yes, lift some weights. You can't just run on a treadmill. Lift them weights, get yourself together. You know what I mean?
He's
And
not
let's
doing none of
stop,
that.
bro.
He ain't doing that. He ain't
Let's
doing that,
let's
man.
stop. Like,
That
damn,
would
man.
require a whole lifestyle change. He not doing that, man. Ray J, if you listening, just go get on the GLP, brother. Lose you about 20, 30. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little maintenance shot once a year, every 6 months, whatever the case may be. Cause the way you walking around now, that's not sustainable, man. He would
No,
gain
yeah.
more weight than lose weight if he went in the gym and tried to alter his lifestyle now. It's too late for him, man.
No, you can always change it around,
You
Jr.
can. No, you can't
You
always. You can
it
always
don't
change
matter
it.
what
It's
age
too late for him,
you can
man.
change, bro. Any age you can change. And my thing is, these niggas ain't
Too
got
late.
nothing but time on their hand. These niggas
And
ain't got
money.
nothing but time and money.
That's what
Like
I'm
you
A
saying.
just,
If
regular
you
yeah,
nigga
you
that
just too stupid at that
we
point.
gotta work. We gotta squeeze in and get at
Yeah.
least an hour in at the gym or an hour and a half. These niggas got the whole day. They can chill, lay up for a little bit, and go right back in the gym, and then chill again and go right back in the gym. Man, I wish I would, bro. I went to the gym this morning. I'm like, man, cuz I wish I could just go home and chill, go right back to the gym. But hey,
Uh,
gotta go to work. But forget all that. My thing is like, Ray J, why are you trying to act like you was running a play and he didn't stick to the script and all that? Like, nigga, you got your ass kicked. You
nah,
lost.
yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Rap on
the closest thing to that is Floyd Mayweather, TMT, be having them sparring rounds, dog. Them that's legit, dog. Like I think that Floyd Mayweather should start doing more with his sparring rounds. How y'all doing?
I mean, every gym got the sparring rounds, but yeah, I
Nah,
heard
but
that. I
but
heard his be popping though.
his be popping.
I seen one of them. I was like, damn, that shit like it's fun as hell.
So all they
I
got. So I think Mayweather should start pumping what he got going more because his shit be popping, dog, and he get views.
Somebody
Yeah.
said Ray J got hurt. What he got hurt for? I mean, he got paid. He got to go in the ring.
That nigga ain't got hard. He took a that nigga took a hard hit to not even a hard hit, a clean. I say clean hit, cause it wasn't even really hard. It was clean. A clean hit can knock you out, even if the nigga don't know what he doing.
Nah, but that's crazy, man. I don't. You're right, man. There's just too much buffoonery going on in this community like that. I love this. I love this community. I love my people, but we got to do better than that. Like, it was just too. It's just getting too embarrassing. I get it. We got AB running around getting drunk, Dean the Great acting a fool with him. I'm sorry, but a lot of these streamers and them just seem like straight degenerates, man. Like, just doing it all for the clout, all for the money, all for the stream value.
AB can fight. I believe AB can get back into shape and win again. I don't care what y'all
Oh
say.
hell no.
I
I
don't
don't
know
Not,
care
about
not,
that.
not.
what y'all
Hold
say.
on, hold on, hold on. On an amateur, regular level, yeah, not a professional level.
Yeah, no, he ain't
That
ready for
I'm
Joker
that.
pro.
definitely
I'm talking
he.
about pro. I ain't talking about he can't go. He can't go back at me. He can't go back at me. I'm talking about pro. I think Adrian Broner can compete at a pro level again.
I don't know,
No,
Pastor.
he
I
can't.
don't know, bro.
I
These
think he could at a
Bro,
very,
remember,
very low
How old is
level.
keep in
AB right
mind,
now? How
bro.
old is he, bro?
Low
How
pro
old is he?
level.
Okay, can we do the math? Think about it.
I'm about
He's
to see
not
how old he
boxed.
is.
He's not boxed in like what
I
seven,
think
eight
like
years or something.
That
I think it's
yeah.
like 5 years. Like last time he had a professional bout was
Since
like
Wisham
five
Khan whipped
years.
his ass, he tore
Yep.
his
And
ass
think
up.
about it. Do the
He was
math.
losing when he
If
was boxing.
and do the math. If someone's been boxing and training this entire time and he's just getting back in it, that's lamb to the slaughter, bro.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, I
What?
think
Nah,
you thinking more like
nah.
top tier boxers. Like these low end boxers, yeah, he get in there and probably give a low end boxer some work still. Like
Not
easy.
Well,
even that.
Yeah.
just like in wrestling when he called certain guys jobbers, meaning they're no longer top card guys or mid card guys. Bruno at one time was a top card guy, but then his ego when he tried to be like Manny Mayweather with all the arrogant bullshit, and then he started sliding down the card. Now he's a jobber at best. He's a jobber if you try to get back into the pro ranks because his mentality was messed up his last minimum 4 or 5 fights when people realized he won't that guy no more. You know, so and here we see with Ray J, this shows you with a lot of black men, unfortunately, success can be your own worst enemy. Meaning
Yep.
when you got money, you have access. This is where your true discipline. This is when you need this is when you need Miyagi in your corner, or you need what you call Costamado type in your corner, telling you ain't shit because your ego gets so big, you believe I can do anything. I can eat what I want. I can sleep with
Yeah.
who I want. I can drink what I want. I don't need to have no discipline. That's why we always talk about Jordan and Kobe being top tier individuals because even though they had all that success, they were still hungry. They didn't
Yeah.
want to just be like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
good now. They wanted, even Tiger messed up. He got fat when he started having all his success. So if you're a man of discipline, your character shows in success more than failure because you get fat, you get comfortable, you get content, you just get
Yep.
sloth kicks in. You don't want to do nothing. Like I'm rich, I'm famous, and what happens? You start dropping down. Look at it from athletes, musicians. You see a pattern of the ones that Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was in the Jordan realm. He still wanted more, even though he had everything, because he was a perfectionist. Unfortunately, we look at this idiot right here. You know, he Brandy's little brother, and he hates that term, but you know, he's just he has no discipline, and that's why you see him
Man,
doing
I
all this.
know
Oh my bad. You
those
go.
all
My
these
bad.
fights. Black men, we gotta learn. We gotta learn how to fight better. It won't get straight.
Cutting out, bro.
Every
Bald,
being
you
good
bald
there.
though.
Yeah, you bald
But
now.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
good
hear you
now.
now.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
bad. I was
We can hear
disappointed in
you.
how all those brothers performed, Joe. Those brothers performed horrible. It won't just Ray J. All those brothers that fought in that car fought like trash.
Did Beasley
Yeah.
fight yesterday
And
against what? Michael Beasley, the basketball player.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
Beasley
fought
fought
and he
Stevenson.
lost.
He
Stevenson
So,
got
won.
choked out. He got
so,
choked
so,
out by
so,
Stevenson.
yeah. So, let this be a lesson to all the guys playing NFL football or NBA basketball. If you ain't right with your money, you can be out here in 4, 5, 6 years doing mandingo stuff in your mid-30s. So do right with your money because it's damn shame. You see Beasley, he's 33. He could still be in the league, but he comes from a shitty background, single mother and all that. She messed his head up. That's why he's got a real soft head. He cries a lot because he had a lot of issues in his life. Uh, Let there be a lesson. Get your mental health right, but do right with your money, or you can be doing this mandingo shit in your mid-30s to try to make your bills. I'm
There was
serious. It's
one
unfortunately.
There was one fight that was good, and I don't know if any of y'all know Deshaun Prather. That was a good fight. Him and that one Mexican dude, because that was a rematch from the last brand risk. And no, he did pretty good as far as when it comes to skill of boxing and like fighting and getting better. Like him, I watched him. He's a good boxer. You know,
Yeah.
he's good with the hands. But everything else was a clown show. I mean, you know, you get what you get.
We talking
Yeah.
about the black men, yo. There ain't no there ain't no way. There ain't no way with Rampage and AB and Dean, all these professional good fighters. There's no way them boys should have performed like that.
It's just the discipline. They ain't got it no more. At
I
one point
think
they did have it, but they just,
Platt, you there?
I'm right here, brother.
Hey, would you have stepped in the ring with Ray J for X amount of money?
Yeah. With Ray J, yeah. I don't need no time to work out. We want to do it.
Oh yeah, play. I
What?
think you take everybody on this panel will take Ray
He
J,
couldn't. He
yo.
couldn't knock me
First
out. I
round.
know.
First round.
Even if I couldn't beat him, I could outlast him. I still do the whatever they call it, where you do the rounds.
the cardio type thing.
I could do that with Ray J. Ray J ain't got no power in his punches, man.
Why was he fighting like he was
I throw him
boxing
off
with
his
the
game
MMA
though,
glove? I don't get that. Why was he was punching like he was boxing with the MMA gloves? I didn't get that.
okay,
He
we can put on
was punching like
MMA.
Yeah, I was like, why are
We
you
could put on the
boxing like
MMA gloves,
yeah.
and I would go 3-4 rounds. If I couldn't even get him because I'm not in boxing shape, I still could outlast him. He ain't got no power in his punches, and I would
Yeah, he
throw
ain't
him
got
off. I would throw his game off because I would keep calling him a trick, and that's gonna mess him up.
what's the minimum amount of time even for like a celebrity guy to get his body in shape in boxing or MMA type stuff? What, 2 months minimum? Like
minimum
Longer
3
than
months.
that. A
Minimum
little
3 months.
longer
The
than
months.
fight
that.
camp
Yeah.
is minimum 3 months.
Yeah, so I don't think he put it. That's 90 days. I don't think he put 45 days into training.
No, he
The way he
didn't.
looked.
Because
If
endurance is more than just running. Because you got to do fighting endurance, where it's like speed, chill,
Yep.
speed, chill, speed,
Yep.
chill.
and, and and strength training, right? Like
Yeah, strength training.
if
Yeah,
he's got heart problems, right? He certainly
Mm-hmm.
can't run. He can't run. You can't if you got a bad heart, you can't do a 5K.
No, yeah.
It's too much stress on the heart. It's too weak. It
Hey,
can't pump the oxygen. It
Mm-hmm.
can't do what it's supposed to do. Now, you can have a bad heart and live 20 years, but you cannot run 5Ks. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's normal living, yeah. But a 5K, so that's getting in shape, right? So his endurance ain't gonna be there. B, strength training. He gotta be careful with that. He can do some of it,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't really do a lot of it. So I'm saying he's trying to train for a boxer with a bad heart. That in itself speaks. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, I get in the ring with him. All I gotta do is just keep him off me. Okay, first round, keep him off me. Second round, throw a couple of punches, keep him off me. Third round, then I'm gonna get my money.
Ray J fought. He fought stupid too.
Yeah. See?
Because
Yo,
he
tell him.
did. He was moving way in the first round. He was moving way the ring bigger than you may think to
Yep.
somebody that ain't in shape.
You gotta
He
pace
was
yourself.
moving around way too much. He was
Mm-hmm.
moving too much. You put little steps, circle. Use your like I
Mm-hmm.
say, rotate out. Use your angles. He was moving. He was doing too much. He tired himself out. I think he tired himself
Yep.
out.
And he the star. That's the thing. How you the star, which is like the champion chasing the contender.
Yep.
What do you get out of chasing him? That's what I'm saying. Ray J is stupid, man. I see why and hold up the sisterhood, they love Ray J.
Oh, yeah.
He is a darling for them.
What's that say about the sisterhood though?
This hood ain't that smart. I mean, we
They
just got
smarter than Ray
comfortability.
J. They smarter than Ray.
The sisterhood like niggas that talk a lot that can't actually really fight.
Yeah,
That nigga,
exactly.
that nigga was saying we're gonna do it all. We're gonna do MMA. We're gonna punch, kick, even spit. He was talking crazy, right? And
Uh-huh.
then he got out there with that gold dust haircut.
Go.
That boy,
This is
All he was missing
hilarious,
was
man.
Marlena. Oh my Lord! I
Man.
said,
That
what
nigga
is it on
lost with
his
that
head,
haircut,
man?
dog. When he
I
let
said, his
somebody
hairpiece
die.
messed up or something. I was like, what is on his head? Oh boy.
He lost with that haircut. He paid good money for that haircut too.
How long you think that knot gonna be on his head? That knot.
Ray
Oh,
J,
that's
bro.
3 days. That's 3 days at least. That's
Nah,
3 days.
that's longer than that, bro. That's longer
Yeah,
than three
that's
days.
blood. Ain't that blood?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
continuum. It's a
yeah.
continuum.
So that's a
Blood.
that's a
That's a big.
hematoma.
Yeah,
That's a
hematoma.
big. Now hold up. The man's got heart condition, and he's sitting there with a big ass blood clot. That's a stupid nigga,
He
bro.
better get the LeBron
Yeah,
headband
that
out.
is a stupid nigga. I mean, do you know how dangerous that is? He got a bad heart and he got a blood clot sitting at the top of his. Ray J's out of his mind, brother.
Uh, like you
I
say, his
would say
heart's
he
at like
tried it, but he didn't
20%.
even really try it.
Yeah, his heart's at 20% functionality. I'm just surprised he made it through that fight without them having to put him on oxygen on a stretcher and stuff, because that was dangerous to a certain degree. That boxing is a cardio sport. People don't think of it like
Yeah,
running
yeah. Well, his boxing days are over. He's got heart disease, and they
I
put you
hope
on.
they're over.
They put you on blood thinners, right?
Yep,
Blood
Yeah.
yep.
thinners. Blood thinners, right? What do? They thin the blood. Why? What's the big thing with that? Blood clots.
Yep.
What's the top of his head? Now, a doctor would say, they'll deal with that, right? They can take care of the clot, right? They'll watch him and help him. But they would say, hey, man, you can't be boxing
Nope.
because you getting hit and you creating clots.
And
If that blood thickens, if it thickens with those clots, you're going to die.
And Platt, you just said it right there too. If he's on blood thinners and he's doing a sport that's bruising like
He gonna
boxing,
bruise easier.
if he gets hit in the face and bleeds, and he's on a blood thinner, he might bleed out.
That too.
Yeah.
Depends on it. You can't clot it. Yep.
Because
The thing about that cat is he wasn't really in a boxing match. He was in an MMA match. And considering that he has bad cardio, Ray J should have took that dude to the ground. He should have that fight should went to the ground for him. That was his whoever game planned his fight is an idiot. I don't just blame Ray J. I blame his corner, his trainer, and the coach. Even if he only did 2 weeks, you got to tell him this fight has to go to the ground. Because you can't you ain't got to get to the ground.
And
Charge
then
these niggas, charge them, take them down. You know what I'm saying? You cannot sit. You ain't gonna sit here and fight the whole time.
at the end of the fight, when the interview was going on, he's trying to do a Jake Paul kind of by saying, "Well, we didn't go by the game plan. We didn't go by the how we're gonna fight this like it was a WWE match." I'm like, "What, bro? Come on, bro. You got knocked out. It is what it is. Now, don't try to talk about, we didn't go by how the fight was supposed to be orchestrated, because you can't fight for one. Just take it like a man and go about your business." But he's like, "Oh man, we didn't go by the plan. We didn't do by how." I'm like, "Man, come on, dog."
He made that other dude look better than he actually is. The other
I
dude
know.
can't fight either. That
But,
nigga cannot
when,
fight either.
when you take a look at Brandy, it's like there's two different worlds. It's like Brandy is protected. Brandy was raised knowing her worth. Brandy keeps her personals for the most part offline, like you don't know about them. And look, she just did a successful tour. But then you look at Ray, it's like Ray wasn't even in her same family. He keeps doing dumb shit after dumb shit.
Because Platt, it's different for a female who might have money and success and fame. For some reason, they don't go around and jump from this guy. But for some men, or most men, I don't say some men, we have a problem. If you give a man, black man, don't matter race really, but black men, just say $10 million and say, you got this for 1 year. He's not going to try to put it into a business. He ain't going to try to do something where he's going to be helping out less fortunate people. He's thinking about how many women he can sleep with by showing him balling out, what cars he's going to buy. Look at Mayweather. He's going to think about what clubs he's going to be at. And the main thing is how many women he can sleep with. Because he's like, man, I got to hit this while it's hot.
Yeah, but KP, what did that say about us as black men though?
That we just degenerates. Some of them degenerates. We have
Wow.
low discipline.
So how can we complain about racism if, like you said, all we think about is fucking?
I know. Cause look at athletes. Look at most of the athletes. We always talk about athletes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at most of the athletes. We talked about Lamar Odom the other night, right? Platt. Most of the athletes are like that.
Cooked himself.
They get broke before 35.
No, he went to
Michael
a whole
Beasley,
house.
All these guys had the money, had the bag.
Lamar Odom, a famous black celebrity, went to a whole house and cooked his brain in cocaine until they had to call the helicopter to life assist him back to a hospital, try to bring him back to life. He was he was so baked in cocaine.
Yep.
He just went there and lost
Viagra
his
as
mind.
well.
Yeah, he had all the sex he can handle and all the cocaine he could snort, and he wound up getting life evacuated. Yeah, you're right. There's something going on with the Negro, man.
And
the white man said, I've been there 1,000 times. I ain't never had that problem. I ain't never went in there and blew my brains out on cocaine and dealt with these women like that. It's the Negro who goes in there and can't control himself, man.
I think it's the success play. I think that the brothers that do make it, and especially in athletics, they train so hard. They're always told what to do. Their environment is always controlled, which is what helps them get to where they get to.
Yep.
Right? The discipline, right? It helps but then when they get the chance to have some freedom,
yep.
That's like that girl going to college on her freshman year. She might get pregnant. She might.
She was a virgin all through high school. Then she goes away 2 or 3 hours away from home to college, and then you find out she went buck wild.
Been buck wild. Same thing, Platt. It's the same thing.
I mean, women are women, and they just buck wild with the men. No, they buck wild with the men they want to be. They all the same. They just not with you. No, look, I'm putting myself in there, including me. No, they not buck wild with me. No, I grant you. They the good girl. They the good girl with me. They the good girl with me. But when it's a guy they like, maybe my friend that they don't know that's my friend, they buck with him.
Yeah,
buck. He tell me, yo, man, I took old girl to the beach.
She was like talking in the mic last night.
Yeah,
dog.
You know her.
You like,
you
I
know her.
She did that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, she do.
Yeah. He said, I say, you know her, because I'm like, I'm dating her, right? You know her? Oh hell yeah, man, I knew her. He said, man, I took her to the beach, man. Old girl lost her mind. What happened?
She topped me off right there.
We drove up to the beach, and I was just talking, and she was like, can we get out? Yeah, and I said, yeah, come on. We got out. And we started walking. Next thing I know, man, she started taking off all her clothes and she started running around on the beach. He said, I was just looking at her. I was like, yeah. And she wanted to fuck right there on the beach, man. So I smashed. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is the same chick. This is my fifth date.
Damn.
And it's the same chick that she won't give me the time. They different with the men. They want to be different. That's all I'm saying. No, it's just a lesson learned. I don't get mad at him. I don't get mad at her. It's just that she ain't feeling me. But don't give me this good girl shit.
Well, so, I'll agree with you on half that.
Closeted. She was closeted at first.
Yeah.
I mean, what we saying? She was closeted at first.
I think most dudes make the mistake with the chick that they put on a pedestal. When she feels that you putting her on a pedestal, that's when she'll make you wait. But you let her know from the get, bitch, this ain't shit. She gonna give you that ass quicker. Even if
what I was saying is a lot of these athletes are closeted, man. They don't get to go around, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't get to go out like that. They don't really have too many friends. Like Kobe. Kobe didn't have no friends. Nobody rocked with Kobe like that growing up.
But you never heard.
Well, but he held it together. He held it together though.
Maybe Colorado changed him though. Colorado changed him.
No, Kobe grew up overseas. He was a military brat. Yeah. His dad was in the NBA, I think, whatever, you know. But Kobe didn't. Kobe's always been Kobe. He's always been that type of dude. He's not. Yeah. See, that's another thing. Kobe didn't do that. He didn't accept the hood. No. Kobe never said, "Okay, Tupac, Suge Knight, hey, I'm down. I want to be like." No, Kobe was never. Kobe did his own thing. He's always been like that.
It's like the same thing with the Jaylen Brown thing with Stephen A. came out. They say some of his teammates don't fuck with him. They say they don't fuck with Jaylen Brown, but that's because Jaylen Brown's not your typical athlete. He went to Cal Berkeley. He's smart. He understands stuff. He has comprehension skills. He's not
Nigga
your
play the
average.
violin.
Yeah, he plays violin. So he has a Kobe type aura. Hence they said after the Stephen A. comments came out, his teammates don't fuck with him. They don't, because their wavelengths are different. He has a higher vibration, you could say, than your average athlete. That's why they don't like fucking with him, because he's not stupid. He understands the NBA, the Player Association.
No, you're right, and that's the thing about Kobe. If you ask me, do I think Kobe was a thug? I would say yes. But do I think he was, in a sense, like hang around dude, street corner thug type dude? I think on the court he was very thuggish. I think the things that he would do, the way he would play, Kobe would throw an elbow. Kobe wasn't no clean player.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe would shoot a fucking elbow into them dudes' ribs in a minute.
Till Chris Childs knocked him in the head a couple times.
Him and Shaq got in a fight. That's what I'm saying. Kobe like, give me the ball. He wasn't no teammate, no good teammate. Kobe like, you need to pass me the ball.
Nah, he was chasing
him and
Jordan.
Shaq didn't get along. Him and Shaq did not get along. I mean,
Who that nigga did?
It's portrayed that way, but him and Shaq did not get along. Yeah, Kobe was a thug, but Kobe was different in the sense he didn't identify with no ghetto shit.
He threw a ball. He threw a ball at somebody, yo. Like, that's some ghetto shit. Like, throwing a ball at a nigga, that's some ghetto shit, Platt.
Well, so Kobe always will lean on the fact saying he's from Philly. When he went to Lower Marion, whatever he went to in high school, he said, "Hey, man, I'm from Philly." I was like, okay. Because everybody tried to say he was soft. Say he was a private school kid. He was overseas kid with his dad. Like,
I never understood that. He was never. Kobe was never a soft player. I've never understood why people keep saying
because he came from
stuff
privilege
about him, street cred and stuff. I mean, I don't know what you mean by street cred, but Kobe was an NBA player. He was just he was like a Isaiah Thomas type player. He was a pain to the league. No, I'm saying he was a damn good player. But if you wanted to go dirty, he could go dirty.
Yeah, but I
like Russell Wilson. I don't think Russell Wilson a weak player.
Nah, he from
but niggas call him weak.
Well, he is weak though. That's he ain't no weakness. Russell's not a good player now. He wasn't. Nah. He had some skills 5, maybe 10 years ago, but now Russell's he's washed up. And you say
for the
weak
pension now. Playing for the pension.
He plays for who?
I say he's playing for the pension each year.
He's on the Patriots side him?
No, the pension. No, Platt, his retirement pension. Each year you play in the league, your retirement pension goes up. So he's playing for more.
I think he's going to be on the team.
Yeah.
I don't know about starting. I don't know about starting, but I think the league needs him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the commissioner makes sure guys like Russell, eventually Russell is going to retire. But right now they need him.
Yeah.
He's an ambassador to football. He goes to churches. He goes to schools. He's a family man. The NFL need him for their brand. They need a guy like him. They don't want the thugs, but they do need a Russell. So I don't see him. I see what you're saying. He can't play. He can't. But he's not going to wash out of the league. He'll be in the league next for another 3 years before he's retired.
Yeah. He still play. He could go out there and give you a good 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, he can get. Yeah, you're right. 3 games. Yeah, Cardinals, they can take him for 3 games.
Yeah. But like we were talking about the thug thing, AI came in the league in '96. He was the first overall pick. I think Kobe came in the same year when he came number 13. That's what I'm talking about. You got the AI type player and you got the Kobe type player, and a lot of more of the black athletes, NFL, football, or in basketball, are the AI because they worship, or the Michael Vick types, they worship them type of guys because they say, oh, those are guys around one way, whether you're in the hood or a bad area in the country area, whatever. They relate to them more than they relate to like a Jordan type or Kobe type, where they came from a decent parent, 2 households, or will give them some type of structure. Some guys will say, oh, they were cornballs. you call the best players of all time cornballs because they come from structured household. Nah, bro, you lost. But guys relate more with the AI and the Michael Vick type players. Even though Vick got himself right after that whole dog incident occurred. But I'm just saying, yeah.
The thing about it, AI came from a
He came from a
good
single parent
family.
household.
He just got on some nigga shit. A nigga talking about do a crossover at the park,
Uh-huh.
and it worked. And AI was the good athlete. AI was good until he got into that big fight in high school. Then everybody
Yeah,
kind
the
of looked at
bowling
him like a
alley. Yeah,
thug. Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
AI won't really a bad kid either. He adopted that bad boy persona,
He was
which
in
is the
that area,
worst thing he
Newport,
could have did.
Virginia. Yeah,
Which is was the worst thing he could have did.
yeah, yeah. Because he had the family support as far as his uncle, his mom was there, but like sometimes them guys get attracted to want to seem like they harder than they really are, just for the whole self-esteem of it. Yeah, I'm hard. I'm tough. You know,
I
I'm like
think
Tupac.
Georgetown made it worse too.
Hmm.
You know, he had a black coach. What was that? What's the dude coach? I forgot his name.
John
But
Thompson.
yeah, John. Yeah, George. I don't think Georgetown helped him. I don't think Georgetown helped AI, yo. I hate to say it. He probably should have went to Louisville, so Carolina, nigga. Hey, Warren Williams would have kept his ass in
Yeah,
line.
because you know what made Jordan great? Who was Jordan's college coach?
I think
Dean Smith.
Dean Smith. Dean
So
Smith won't
besides John,
having that shit.
yeah, I'm saying just like John Wooden for UCLA. Sometimes when you have an old white man,
Bobby
whatever.
Knight.
Yeah, yeah, they got that. Hey man, you got to play for the team ball, not that street ball shit. That helps you out. And I think
Mm.
John Thompson, even though he was a disciplinarian, he gave a little leeway to which he allowed some of that street ball shit. He tried to control them, but it wouldn't have happened under Dean Smith. It wouldn't have happened under damn sure would have happened under Bobby Knight.
Hell
Somebody
no.
would have kept it. It would made him realize, oh, I got to play within a team aspect. I got the talent. Now I'm going to learn how to play team ball. That's what made Jordan great. He learned how to play team ball at Carolina. Then he blew up in NBA. A couple of years of him being a superstar, but he won't winning. Then he realized, hey, bro, you got to get these other guys involved. And he bit the apple and he started winning. And because he realized from Carolina, yeah, team ball wins. So I'm willing to do it now because I've been top player for 4 or 5 years, but I ain't winning nothing. It's the whole attitude and mentality that would have helped AI a lot. That's why he had issues with Larry Brown in the 70s. He tried to get
Mm-hmm.
him with the team ball, but AI didn't want to listen because he never learned that shit. That's why you can't teach somebody something they never learned at a certain age. It's, you're pissing in the wind.
Pitching in the wind because he had a chance to learn it at Georgetown, but like I said, he was such a standout talent as a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
The coach just let him go because Georgetown was known as being a tough defensive team at the time. They
Yeah.
wasn't even an offensive team,
Yep.
but Iverson changed that whole. He changed that team
Mm-hmm.
and changed the culture and everything. Man, that nigga changed the culture in the NBA. The nigga culture being adopted in the NBA. That was all Iverson. That
they
was all
set the
Iverson.
they set the wardrobe rules by him. They told the guys, "Hey, no, this is what you got to wear when you come to the game." Now they said, "Oh, we got too many guys trying to be like AI. No, 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 no. This is what you got to wear to the stadium because you ain't messing up our image right now." Because they were hoping he'd be like Jordan, but no, he said, "I ain't gonna be like Mike. Nah, I'm gonna be like me." And
Platt, that's the problem. Platt, I hate to say this, yo. I don't want to say. I think brothers are being let off the leash too soon,
yep,
Mm.
this
and
NIL money,
I
this
hate to
NIL, you
say
give an
it.
18-year-old $2 million. The old boy from Ohio State, the wide receiver. What did he just buy in the last couple of weeks? He bought a damn what was it, a Lamborghini?
A
No,
chain.
yeah, the old boy, he
He
junior.
bought a big chain with a safe on it.
I know
Is
we're
what
I
talking
I'm
about
mean, that's
special
saying.
fine,
Olympics.
man. No, that's fine. It's like I said, a pastor told me, because people always,
Mm-hmm.
how I'm a regular dude. Where how
Yeah,
people is do like, yeah, I got my own church, man. I've been presiding over that congregation for the last 3 years, 2 years. Maybe you met him 1 year after he was he'd been a pastor, but he became church. He's a good guy. Maybe he's
yeah,
a football fan. Maybe he's a basketball fan. Maybe he's somebody you grew up with. What I'm saying is he told me, he said, yeah, man, I preside over them. He said, oh, it's about, I don't know, about 800 people. He said, you get about 150 off and on. And I said, so, he knew I was going to say it. I said, so what, man, you smashing on chicks? He looked at me and he said, well, you know what, man, I could. But he said, he put me in that position to do that. He said, it's supposed to test you.
Yes.
He said, do you know that? He said, when he gives you that type of power,
Yep.
Satan is going to test you. He said, yeah, he gives you authority over that flock, all of those women. And he said, all of those women are now available. If you are someone who is satanic and you have evil intentions, you can come down on those women. He said, but that's not me. He said, I look at that as a test.
Yep.
He said, I don't see me sleeping with one of the people in the church. He said, I failed. I don't look at that as an achievement. And he said, the fact that they might be attracted to me, I look at that as satanic, and they have a demon, and I try to help them with their demons. But no, I don't. But yeah, there are other pastors who do. So that's what I'm saying. So when Negroes hit me with this, they can't control themselves, they're lying. No, you just want to do it.
They want to do
That's
it.
the true nature.
Yeah.
Well, no, well, it might not be their true nature because, like when you get those evil blessings, not like those evil blessings don't feel good at the time, and that's what catch a lot of brothers up. That's what catch a lot of brothers up.
What I mean by the true, your true nature is like this. Platt would say this when he was in the military. If you were a black guy, I'll say keep it black. If you're a black guy and you get your khakis as a chief, meaning you've been in the Navy at least 10 years, 12 years minimum, you're like, I got position. Now, find petty officer or E3, E2 chick. That's when you get that test, like you just said about the pastor.
Well, you can forget it. You can kiss your career goodbye.
Exactly. But if you keep, I'm saying same thing for mayor. Old boy that used to be mayor in Detroit, he got caught up.
Yeah, the New York guy, he was doing it.
Exactly. You get that success in the religious realm as a pastor, political as a mayor or a governor, whatever, in the military, a general, a chief, whatever. You show yourself. He's like, damn, I can do what the hell I want now.
I'm saying,
is it that or niggas just never had those type of opportunities until they got home?
Exactly.
And they've been missing out their whole life. And now they get this opportunity, niggas is taking. I'm sorry. Is it wrong? Look, that pastor that turned down those girls.
No, pastor. You can't do it because I've seen guys with 14, 15 years in the service get took down by women who have 5 months fresh out of boot camp. Because you're right, like you say, they knocking on their doors. They're coming by. Other people are talking. What's the chief doing here? I saw a chief here last night. And then they expressed. They said, oh, he's here messing with so-and-so. You say, you talking about that girl who just checked in? Yeah, he talking about he helping her. He been knocking on her. He's his third time he been over here. Ain't Chief married? Yeah, Chief married, but he keep coming over here messing with her. Next thing you know, it gets out. Next thing you know, Captain, Chief is gone. His whole career. Yeah, you can't.
And
it's called
the military,
not doing it. You can't do it.
And worse than that, play, this perception is reality. Even if he wasn't doing nothing with the chick, the perception, the people seeing him walking around the base with the jank, seeing her at the calf with her. That, he can say, I'm mentoring her. Yeah, okay, you're mentoring her. She got them tight slacks on. I see why you mentoring her. That perception is gonna mess his career up, even if they never done nothing. So you keep yourself out of that mess. You say, look, unless we got somebody with us in this room as a witness, no, we can't just have him, one-on-one. I got to protect my career. I got a family at home. Like you say, I got 14, 15 years of the service. Same thing with the pastor. Pastor be realizing you can't be in a room with another congregation member that's an attractive woman. That perception, even if he ain't smashing her, it don't look right. It don't look right. Don't do it. Political member, you want to run for mayor next year, but you always seeing what citizens coming in with women looking good more than regular folks. It don't look right. Don't do it. So that's just, but the thing with athletes are they're expected to do that because they're like James Harden's at the strip clubs in Houston or whatever. They're expected to be foolish and do reckless shit like that and have like 4 or 5 baby mamas.
Yep. And it leads to you having to live like Ray J. Trying to like no. At one point you had to do cheesy commercials. You see all these retired football players doing crazy car commercials and stuff.
Yep.
Now these niggas is getting hit, man.
I,
The
I,
fall
I,
from grace, dog. The fall from grace.
I
We
just,
got that shit is that
I
is
just,
disturbing.
I just gotta say, you gotta look at Mayweather as the greatest example. A man made $1 billion in his career, and now within not even a span of 15 years, the people saying he's pretty much at the bottom where he's got to owe folks money, and he's got to fight now to try to make some money, and he's making accusations against people stealing money from him because he's trying to get some of his money back. If that's the truth or not, I don't know. But like I'm saying,
Man,
he
I
makes
think they framing Mayweather, man. He got in bed with them people, and they did steal some money from him. I don't know. No, I think we got to pump the
No,
brakes on Mayweather, yo.
Mayweather did it to himself. See, all of these guys, you got to understand. You can't be weak like this. Look at Bezos. Look at
yeah,
look at all these rich, wealthy white men, including Elon. Now, Elon don't really count because he pays off all of his complaints.
yeah.
He's notorious for that, and he also deals it with taxpayer money. So
They
it
say
ain't even
Gates,
his
he got
money.
a
Yeah,
dirty side too.
you can't go with Elon, okay? But you look at all these other billionaires. Look at how they comport themselves. They could do that. They could
Yeah,
be thirst buckets.
yeah.
Bezos can be a thirst bucket, but he's not. And that's the thing. You're talking about Floyd. Floyd wants to be that, so it's a price to pay for that. You have all of these kids, you have all of these women, and look at what you've done to your daughter. You ruined your kid. You stupid. You're a grown ass man acting like a kid. We see you got money. You need to get serious about your life, man. You need to let your boxers or let somebody else act the fool. You still want to act the fool. You're a grown ass man. So the way society is set up, it punishes grown men who want to act like kids. It punishes your ass. It's set up
Mm.
to do that. It's set
And
up.
I thought he was smart because he said when Mayweather first came out, his first, you remember, he was pretty boy, and you know how AB was, not AB boxing. I'm talking about football AB. How he had a shortcut when he first came with the Steelers. He was quiet. He was catching all them balls, and then whenever I guess his second contract with the Steelers, the bad AB came out, and then that's when he would start doing all the crazy shit, not getting along with Roethlisberger and stuff. Same thing with Floyd when he changed from pretty boy Floyd to Money Mayweather. I thought it was done because out of image, because people weren't buying his boxing matches when he was pretty boy. When he went to money, it was like wrestling. People hated him. This arrogant nigga. I can't stand him. I want to see him get knocked out. I'm gonna buy the match and watch him get knocked out. That's what he wanted because you bought the match. You paid the $60 for the fight. But then he didn't do nothing with the money. I mean, all that money when he went against the MMA guy, made $300 million.
I don't know, man. We got to pump the brakes on Floyd, dog. It may be, maybe I might just be a Floyd fan, but we might. I don't know, dog. I think Floyd got gypped.
I think that's it. I think you like Floyd. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's what it is. He didn't think the spigot was cut off. He thought the money would come out forever. Them $200
As a
million
man,
years.
if you talk to grown people as a man, I know we all grown men, but I'm just saying as a man, or someone like Floyd, you had to let Floyd know when Floyd was boxing, his father should have told him when he was young, about 14, 15,
Yep.
that women are like an addiction. And you're going to have a lot of money, so you have a lot of women, but you have to control them. He could say, a dad can say, I can go do cocaine right now to my fucking brains leak out my ears. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a man and I want to take care of you. As you become a man, you're going to have to deal with the same thing. You're going to have to say no. Floyd didn't want to say no, and that's why Floyd is in a position because he's stupid. Look, brother, that shit weak.
Yeah, his dad didn't teach him much
hold
either.
on. When we talk, this is the Slaw channel. We haven't really had. We're gonna have to change. We're gonna put another channel up. We haven't been Slaw really since Trump went to war with Iran. But this is the Slaw channel. You got to be for real with how you see the world, man. And if it's detrimental, look, if you got a bunch of hoes and they bringing you paper and they doing what they supposed to, and you elevating, That's one thing. If you're getting locked up, lied on in court, you losing.
Yeah.
You got to acknowledge that you're not good at what you say you good at. You ain't no ladies man. You catching L's from these bitches. You can't go by what your nigga did, what your cousin did, what your daddy did. What are you doing? That's what I'm saying. Floyd, it ain't working for Floyd. It ain't working. He can forget all that.
It ain't. You right. I give you that. Floyd need to. Well, Floyd need to continue doing what he doing with that sparring and that streaming and that back to boxing and back to the work. Back to the work. That's where Floyd gonna shine at. Because Floyd know more about that gym and that heavy bag that he know about probably the world.
But it's funny you say that, because that's gonna probably end up being his overall career for the next 20 to 30 years till he dies. He's gonna probably end up being a corner man, teaching younger guys and stuff like that. But the sad part about it was he was once a promoter who could be up in the press boxes being the puppet master. But no, now he's gonna have to be the one in the gym, training the guys up, trying to make a ends meet, because he's gonna have all this debt issue around him. Because, like I said, like Platt said, he wasn't smart with his money. He didn't have discipline. He did not have the discipline. And we all know that's the greatest form of masculinity, is discipline. You can smash her, but do you say, nah, I'm good? You know?
You ain't a real nigga until you turn it down.
Exactly. You know, it's just, Platt was the one to put me on about don't say stoicism because the guy's gay, I guess. But
don't say what?
The stoics, we said stoic. What's the stoicism?
All them dudes. You know all those philosophers?
Yeah.
All them dudes gay.
And it's hard for me to believe that with
all them Greek philosophers. I mean, if that's what you care about. No, if that's a big deal to you, they are. But
I didn't even know that though. I'm just not because I didn't even know
listening to them. If you listening to them and they making sense, you know. But then again, hold up, before you jump out there and say that, you don't know who's gay. So if you sitting up there saying I only don't fuck with these gay motherfuckers, you don't know who. You could be surprised. Abraham Lincoln, you don't know these people, man.
Hey,
you don't know. You do not know these people. You don't know them. You can say what you want. Thomas Jefferson, you don't know these. Donald Trump. You don't know these people. He was cool. Donald Trump
was cool with old boy, the lawyer dude, so you might be.
Donald Trump, they say it about Obama. You don't know these people. That's all I'm saying, if that's what you're going by. The thing is, you don't care. You're just trying to get this information. What they do, that's them. That ain't you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a safe way to deal with the world. You don't know what people are. You don't know what woman is. You don't know these women. You listen to Oprah and say you don't know that woman. You don't know her. If you that's what you care. I don't care about that. What you listen? All she did, she wrote this book. She made some good points. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Now it don't even matter. So she might be that's her.
Yeah,
I think
whatever. Yeah,
yeah. Maya Angelou, Rosa Parks could have been lying. You know what I'm saying? We never know.
You don't know what these women are. Maya, you don't know. Especially if she was in them strip clubs. It's a strong possibility she was.
The great
them strip clubs,
dropping five.
Strip clubs take a toll on you. They take a toll on you, man. And I remember a dude, he was a security guard. I was in there, and I said, "Man, how you do security in there?" He said, man." He laughed and he said, man, I get used to it. And I said, there you go. He said, what? I don't want to get used to it. I said, fuck that. I like when I see them half naked, I like that shit to excite me. I don't want to get used to a bunch of half naked bitches running around. I like when they walk around. I like what they do to me. I said, you can keep this job. I quit that shit. I'm used to it. I don't want to get used to it.
You could have worked in a strip club as a security guard.
That's how niggas, hold up. That's how niggas do start becoming on the other side, because they used to women. I'm used to it, man. Women bore me now. Yeah, you had that job, man. Fuck that.
He just had professional discipline.
Okay.
He had professional discipline.
Okay.
Like the cameraman that shoots an adult film.
Hey, see, he said he looked at him and he used to it.
I would quit that job too before I sit there and get used to it. I want to get used to it.
Nah, the best
When
they do
we
is
going
be
on lunch break, girls
focused on. You gotta focus on the job, not getting used to it. You gotta focus. You know, security guards be getting beat down. He better focus on
Hey,
these people coming
hey,
up and stuff.
and also on the adult entertainment, right? On them
Yeah.
dudes, bro. I've been trying to tell people they don't believe me. I
Uh-huh.
said, man, them dudes catch the worst of that. I know you think they don't. I said, them women rebound. Them women that go and make a bunch of movies. Next
Yeah.
thing you know, you go look them women up. They grandmas. They grandmas talking about they. No, for real. They on the internet.
Preachers.
Yep, that all of that. I said they rebound. I said it's these men, and it was like I said, man, these men be stone drug addicts. After going through that, having all those women, those them men be hopelessly addicted to drugs. They cannot come back to normal society. You rarely see those men, grandpas, married, kids in school. I took an opportunity. I made no. Them dudes die young and they die on drugs.
Damn, you made me worry about Wesley.
Go look them up. If you think I'm joking, go look at Jeremy. Ron Jeremy was declared mentally insane. Now he's in California somewhere with a sister.
Yeah.
But they said that he couldn't stand, he was accused of crimes, and they said that he was in a mental hospital for a year. Then they let him go, and they released him to the custody of his sister, and he lives in California. But my whole point is, you see what happened to him.
He fucked up.
He was in the entertainment for a while, and what he wound up
40
mentally,
years.
he lost his fucking mind. So it's different for men. That's what I'm saying. The way men approach it, it's going to be different. It causes them way more damage.
Maybe it's they always say, well, grandma used to scare me. Don't be jumping on them different girls, boy. They demons get into you. I'm like, Mom,
Platt, they try to sell it the other way around, right? Because you always going to hear the sad story. You know what I'm saying? I got tricked in this when I was 18, and they blah blah blah. And she still ended, like you say, with a baby.
Platt, we talking about Ray J right now.
You can go look up a lot of the women that was famous, say 85, 86. Go look them up. You go and Google.
Yeah.
I bet you they doing fine. I bet you when you look them up, I bet you they straight. Their grandmas, their kid might even be in the industry. They doing fine. They married. They fine. Go look up the guys though. They ain't doing good. No, that's what I'm saying. That for the dudes who want to get into that business, you have no idea the price you pay. That shit will destroy you. That'll ruin your mind. Your brain will go bad doing that. It'll fuck you up.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because we're talking about Ray J right here, and he brags about people with like at least 5,000 women on Cam Newton's podcast, and all the drugs he might have been doing, and he got heart issues, and he's not even 45 years old yet. But
And Ray J like them Transformers too. Got a whole talent pool. Got a whole talent agency for.
No, he does, and I wouldn't be surprised because it's called debauchery, and like you said, degeneracy. People normally you have to go to the next. They should put that on Prince, which I don't know. I don't know Prince, but they said Prince was on the other side. But is that thing about it when you have women like that so long, you tend to be tempted to try something different, and that's why
that happened too.
I tend to believe that I don't know Prince. I like his music, but I don't know him. I tend to believe he may have, because he just had so many women at one time. It messes with. And you got to understand, the average guy never get that. They don't ever get access to women like that.
Rick James, all that.
Yeah, Rick crack. What he got messed up on? Crack.
Cocaine,
LSD,
drugs. Because I guess that's the next thing. If you got all the women you want, you smashing all the time, the next level to your body is drugs. That's the only thing that gives you what you're looking for, because you get
the dopamine
you smashing the chicks. Yeah, the dopamine, you getting it off of that, but it ain't enough. So you need the drugs, and that destroys a lot. That ruins these dudes.
That's why that discipline matters, because you got to restrain yourself,
bro.
retain yourself.
But you
shouldn't do that job. How about that? Just don't do that job.
Yeah, I'll say.
That's not a good. That's not a good job after wars, man.
But besides, not even talking about adult movies. If you were a musician, a singer like Chris Brown, with just the photos with the girls, or a comedian, and you got all the ladies in the crowd, He said, I can smash her, I can smash her, I can smash her, I can smash her. He's like, damn, that's the part that a lot of the guys from Richard Pryor and everybody else, they have that issue of saying no. And like you said, the debauchery kicks in, and you look at it, Black made a good point. A lot of them guys don't even make it to 60. A lot of them dead by their 50s. They
Well, you
died,
know,
bro.
Chris Brown, he be out here wilding. Trey Songz, all these niggas out here wilding. You know, you find out these cats is really we don't know these people. We like their music.
You don't just like their music. You don't.
Oh no.
You don't know the white artists. I mean, maybe you like a white band back in the day. You don't know those people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't. So are you gonna stop liking their music, or you just say, hey man, they put out a good song, but
That nigga
with how
crazy.
they move, I don't know. That's them.
Like prime
You look
example, Drake. Drake can make a good song, but like nigga, come on, Drake.
yeah, man, Drake. All right, I got him.
It's
I
like
mean, I get the Kendrick Lamar thing, and he's still recovering from that. But Drake, he good as an artist. You talk about somebody who can make music. He can make music.
Well, it was like the quote in Batman. What he said about you, if you live long enough, you see yourself go from a hero to what?
A villain, nigga.
Exactly. So he's been in the game too long. He wasn't a one-hit wonder where he was around for 1 or 2 years and then vanished. He's been in the game from now going on about 20 years. So he's went from a hero to a villain. That's it.
I be thinking niggas want to go out a villain. Yo, Platt, what if niggas actually rather go out as the villain and not the hero? How many guys really want to be heroes?
I don't know.
It's looking bad out here. Looking like niggas want to be villain. Ray J want to be a villain. That nigga
Chris Brown wanted to change from that teen boppy shit. He's like, I got.
But when we left this out though, but in Ray J's defense, the women don't like nice guys. Ray J likes ratchets. Yeah. They don't like nice guys.
Yeah.
Well, Ray J ratchet
now Ray J, this is Ray J's attempt at being a tough, trying to be a thug. He's failing, but women, and he's paying too. So
women like villains, Platt.
I wouldn't say they like him. I'm just saying they'll deal with him. He's a nasty trick. That's about as close to a thug as they can get. But or Ray J, but in his defense, because of what he is, he wants to be a part of the community. He's trying. You know what, man? If you raising a boy 4 to 5, 4 to 12. You got to let him know about Ray J. You got to tell him right now how you want to live your life. You want to be like him. He wants to be a thug. So he grew up with money. Look at this house. You see this house? Your parents, you don't realize we got money, and you just like him. Now, what you want to be? You want to go hang out with your cousin? You want to be in the streets like your cousin? Because look at what it did to him. No, I'm serious.
He's fried.
Yeah, and they got to grow up saying, hell no.
He tried to play ball with Ray J. He's like, hey, man, let's take a break. Well, we just started like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm tired. Nah, you fried.
Nah, but you know what? Ray J had access to, like you said, way too much lustful stuff, man. The money, the cars. He was hanging out with Floyd Money Mayweather, playing the piano, singing out One Wish.
He was hanging out with Diddy as well.
Hey, well.
Will ain't like that.
Will Smith?
You gonna put a can of words
now. He ain't like Ray J. Will could go KP. Will could take you on right now in the ring.
Well, damn.
No, is Will in better shape than Ray J? Yeah, he in better shape than Ray J. Yeah.
If he's like,
I say Will in better shape. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Will knocking nobody out.
Will ain't like that. Will ain't like no Ray J.
Let's not overthink it about Will. He ain't knocking nobody out.
Up when he played
I disagree. I disagree. Will's in great shape for his age.
Well, have we ever seen him fight?
No, but nobody ain't gonna run up on no. We can't go too far with it now. Come on, man.
You look good.
Ain't nobody gonna run all these rap niggas. Them niggas ain't gonna run up on no Will Smith. Look, you could talk about he is a simp. He is a simp.
Yeah.
But Will will dish them hands out, man. But Will ain't gonna let these niggas run up on him.
Will Smith versus Jay-Z.
Oh,
Jay-Z
that would
will
be
get
good.
his ass whooped fucking with Will Smith
Oh, damn. We need that. Oh,
in
I'll
front
pay
of
for that
Blue
pay-per-view.
Ivy and whoever.
That was on Netflix. I pay for that.
Will
No,
Smith
man,
versus
with
Jay.
Will. No, man, y'all can talk. I get it. The rap, he didn't rap gangster, but Will, he takes care of himself. He's in great shape. I don't have no problem with the dude, and he's very violent. That's another thing. We saw that with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
We just keep assuming stuff. He ain't, man, you crazy the motherfucker. Will Smith smacked the shit out that man.
Yeah, but Chris Rock didn't hit back.
Will is a very violent man. And I would advise these rappers to leave him alone.
Yeah.
Man, if somebody run up on Will gonna clean that whole fucking club out.
No. Oh, hell no.
Hey.
I'll say this. Someone who's been training for a year could beat up Will Smith. If you've been training consistently for a year, you could beat him up.
I mean, I think Wesley Snipes would beat all them niggas up, but it is.
Yeah, he knows martial arts. But
jail made Wesley real old.
He
look old as shit compared to
it aged. Yeah.
No, we remember Blade, but now the Wesley out now is ancient. Yeah. It's like he's 50 years older than he was from Blade.
Mm.
And I don't know what he's doing for a living because I don't even know if he's acting. I know he did some bit parts in the one movie, but and they're supposed to be working on a Blade. I don't know what's
they
going
was
on.
working on the Blade.
Whatchamacall? Yeah. Who's the old boy's name? Ali, something with his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He played the piano dude in the movie with the Green Book. He played in the Green Book. Yeah.
You know what?
Green Book.
Yeah, Black got to play in the Green Book when they went down to the South. He was the pianist.
The Green Book.
Yeah, that guy.
Hershey or something.
Yeah, because he's about 20 years younger.
What is that guy? He got 2 Oscars.
Yeah.
What is his name?
He played in Moonlight. He was the gangster in Moonlight.
Yeah, he won an Oscar in that. He won an Oscar in the Green Book. And for some reason, he signed up from Blade. And we've been hearing that those are problems because they don't know how to develop the character. I don't know. And
he would fit too. When I heard that they were going to use Wesley, I was like, well, who are they going to get? And they said that guy said, oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Because he's tall.
But see, Wesley Snipes, that nigga could actually do that shit though. Like that nigga would really jump off the side of some. That nigga, but that's back when actors was ain't nobody gonna be a better Blade than Wesley Snipes.
And people don't realize when they did the Blade movies.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali something. Mahar. Isn't that something, man? You're a school teacher. Your kid come in. Mahershala, what the?
Mahershala, like them Z's, man. Like
what the fuck?
You can't read. You can't read.
You can't read. Well, I can't read your
like
name.
Teenage kid.
Mahershala Ali. Who the fuck named this?
And then they want you to pronounce it right. They want you to pronounce it right and get out and sound and let it sound right.
Yeah, get the pronunciation right. All right. How many syllables are
we used to
you're boring out
about the black kid's name when they had to learn the black kid's name. They'll talk bad about that now, but
they're easy. The black kids' names are easy.
It's unfortunate to have to say
you're gonna have 4 your black classroom 3rd graders. You're gonna have 5 Tyrones, 20 Keishas.
Yep.
You might have a Lu Chan, one. That in the black community, they're gonna be like 1 or 2. It might be a white dude in there, David.
Yeah,
that's pretty easy. So
that's easy. That's easy. You go over there to them other communities, cotton almighty knows, boy.
But I say
And it
like
be
this,
so
No,
many
Slim.
people
bro.
be
And
white.
then, no. If you're a school teacher, it's better. If you go to the white school where the
Mhm.
money at, man, it's harder now. You're right. You got to do your job, but I'm saying as far as just like being a teacher there, man, it's they got lounges. Oh, they take care of their faculty. They take care of them.
But you
Mhm.
got to be able to say Russian names,
Oh yeah,
Czechoslovakian,
you do.
Yugoslavian.
You gotta do your job. Yeah, you gotta do the job you're being hired to do. But I'm just saying, compared to inner city, um, going there versus going there, it's just better. And you realize, those schools are just better. Look, racism, we could talk about it. But yeah, in racism, if you teach at a white school, it's a better position. You can do more. You can just do more.
But I say this plat though, when people say you got to come from an affluent area or live in an affluent area to have better education, I said, what about the
Hello?
kid? Yeah, I
Yo.
said, yeah. What's up, dog? I said, what
Yo, what's
about the?
up? This is real nigga Prince. What's good? I'm finally on the chat. What's up?
Per-
Talk to the realest nigga alive.
Perseus.
Oh, no.
What's up, man G? What
Go
up?
ahead.
I love y'all niggas, yo. I go hard because
Hold up. I don't know who this dude is. We're gonna let him talk.
what's goody?
Perseus, hold out on the N words, all right?
No, nigga, yo, Google.
No. You can talk about the topic, right? No more N bombs, okay?
Some verbal discipline.
Yeah, calm down, brother.
Master taught you that
Do
the
you want to talk about the topic?
that the N word was bad, yo.
Do you
They
want to
went
talk
over.
about
Listen, let me finish this. Hold up. They went.
You sound like a white dude. That's what you sound like. Trying to be a black dude. Look, brother, you want to talk about the topic, man? Come on, man.
Countries called Nigeria. Nigga was only a fucking curse word by racists. They calling you a king every day and you getting mad. You supposed to say thank you, faggot.
Do you want to? Okay, there you go. You see that?
There you go.
Goodbye. Bye, Perseus. Yo, he's gone. He's gone. You see what I'm saying? This is what you have to deal with. You see that? A white dude who wants to drop N-bombs up here with a bunch of black men. And then when you complain, he calls you the F-bomb. What does me complaining have to do with me being a homosexual man? Because I don't want you to pepper me with racial insults. But we know it's all troll and stuff. He's gone. What does that say about a man who take time out his day to do that, though? Why? We're not even that important. This man then came up here to do that. This is a grown man, probably got kids.
Well, no different than that guy that went in the Best Buy the other day and got in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that white dude. Yep. That's pitiful, man.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for that woman too. That was a white one. I feel sorry for her, man. She didn't. Man, come on, man. We gotta be men. We can't get mad, man, and cuss out the staff. I've been mad. I've been mad a lot of times. I've been mad at Home Depot. I've been mad, but I don't cuss out the staff. They work there.
Yeah, they don't own the restaurant, the building, whatever. They making minimum wage or whatever, $10 an hour. So what the hell I'm over here fussing them out like they Bezos or somebody.
And another thing, you want to do that to the vice president. You want to say, hey, I ordered 45 pieces of lumber and another 100 piece, all of my the wrong size, all of them. I can't use any of them. And then you say, I need to talk to the man. I need to talk to the district manager. No, I'm not paying for this until you don't have to take it out on the staff. You say your guys need to contact them. Then they call in and then you say, I'm not taking this. And then you come back and then guess what? It matters when you talk to him. It matters then. Guess what? It matters. So instead of wasting your time arguing with the staff, you talk to people who can make things happen.
Exactly.
That's why I've never liked people who attack staff and stuff. These people they messed your steak up. Okay, they didn't cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm a black man. I never do that. I'm a black man. I know what they're gonna do to my food. I've seen white dudes do it.
Yeah.
I've seen white dudes do that in a minute. White man to throw a fit. A white man to be there with his wife. Man, I seen that man clown that restaurant. They beg him to calm down.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Platt, because there's always either the white man disgruntled or the black woman disgruntled in public places. We're more likely to be more tolerant or trying to seek the solution without being belligerent and ratchet. Like an unhappy white man, an unhappy black woman, when the Bob come out or whatever, or the Keisha come out, I've seen it plenty of time working in the restaurant industry. You see it because they feel entitled that they have power or something. That's always the case. You see it with an angry black woman or the disgruntled white guy. Like, oh hell, here they come. That's why it probably don't work out well in relationships, because both of them would be grabbing for the same power dynamic. But I'm just saying, what do you mean my steak ain't medium rare? I told you medium rare. God damn it, take this goddamn steak back.
We got Ray J. He got in a boxing match. He lost. He did it for the money. We remember 20 years ago. Remember this. This is how the time matters. 20 years ago, Ray J was laid up with Kim Kardashian. She was a nobody. He was a somebody. He let her or whatever convince him to let her mom watch them, film them making love. I don't know why. You got to go talk to him. They turned out, and mom turned out, said no, it would work for her. Forget him. It pretty much ruined his career. It ruined everything about him. She took off. They said within years she got the keeping up with the Kardashians for the whole fam. Right now, 2026, she's a billionaire. Her whole family are multi-millionaires. Right now, Ray J, he's still worth millions, but Ray J is out being a circus act.
How much he worth? How much he worth?
14, 15 million. Speaking of,
that's it. Shit.
Speaking of Ray J, Aiden Ross, the guy who put this together, was 1 year old when he made the tape with Kim Kardashian. That just show you how the world works, man.
Damn.
He was 1 year old. That man who put that boxing match together for Ray J, who made way more than Ray J. Ray J made 3, he made 30. He made way more money than Ray J on that boxing match. That guy was 1. He was in Pampers. And that just show you how the game work, man. If you stupid, you hold yourself back. That boy was in Pampers. And because Ray J is stupid and keep making bad mistakes, he got to work for a child that was in Pampers when he made that videotape. You are pathetic, Ray J. Absolutely pathetic. Come on, man. What we doing?
Damn shame. It's a damn shame.
We got to do better than that, man. You're a circus act now.
When they tell you to be on your purpose, Platt, and I thought he was on his purpose, Ray J, with the headphones and everything else he was doing entrepreneurially. But like you said, obviously his purpose for him was dealing with all types of ratchet women and doing a whole bunch of debauchery things. And that's why, like, a kid that was 1 year old when that tape came out passes you by in life because he stayed on his purpose. And you can't sidetrack. You can't take that exit so many times on the highway and still expect to get far ahead. Keep taking exit. No, keep your ass on the road, bro. Stay on 95. Why are you always taking the exit every 10 miles?
Good point.
That's the problem with a lot of guys. It's just about blacks, but in general, you as a man, think about if you stay on that interstate, the only time you get off is for gas, for maintenance. But if you get off to do stupid shit every time, you're not gonna get as far as you're supposed to be.
You're rolling the dice.
You
can drive a truck and you can smash all the women between here and Jackson, Mississippi. You got 200 miles, and you're known to park your truck and go into the small places and smash the chicks, right? Money, no money, you smash. Well, you're right. All it takes is 1 or 2. And then all of a sudden, your 10 years, a good time, good with the company, all that, and all of a sudden they was talking about what you've been doing. One or two. All it takes is one or two to say and to lie. How about this? One or two to lie on you.
Yeah.
You could say, I never said I was gonna marry her. That's what she's saying. I never said that. Yeah, she's pregnant because she told me she was on the pill. Those are lies. They say, okay, well, you've been working this route for the last 10 years, and we sent some people out just asking around. Oh, we getting more information about you. Says you got 2 more kids. You know about this. This woman said you lied to her. Oh, this woman over here said you lied. That's what I'm saying. Next thing you know, boom, you done lost your job. All it takes is one time. That's why you shouldn't do it, period.
Well, and it's true. You do feel a self-esteem bump when you pull yourself out of a situation of, I ain't dealing with her. I could, but I'm not. You do get it, because I've had that experience as I got older in my 30s. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. In my 20s, I would have probably bit the apple. But as I, wised up, I was, nah, bro, it ain't worth it. Nah, I'm good. I'll holler at you another time. Not intending to, but I'm not gonna holler at her. But yeah. And it builds you up. It's amazing. You realize I got restraint. I got power over myself. Yeah, you call it the demon, the devil, the dark side in every man.
It's supposed to be like that, though. All that's supposed to happen, all that testing. Like you said, like the pastor was telling me, once you get to church, of course the women gonna come in their sin and suggest, y'all sleep together. He said, of course, that's a part of it. That's a part of you becoming a pastor.
Is that forbidden
all
fruit?
That stuff is not going to be easy. You're going to be tempted. People are afraid of temptation, but you shouldn't be afraid if you know right from wrong. It's because people really want to go to the temptation.
Yeah. So I said, I don't want to go to that club with you. All right, where you want to go? We could have a couple drinks. No, I don't want to go there. All right, okay. But they're worried about that temptation coming in their face and them saying yeah to it.
And a lot of times dudes are afraid. I do it. And you should do it. I do it. When a woman tells me all that yap, she don't want to sleep with me, or she just want to do this and that, and then the next day we smashing and all of that, and I'm looking at the next day, I just say, hey, look, all of that stuff, it's not necessary. Look, if you did what you wanted to do, you want to enjoy yourself. You enjoyed yourself. I don't think nothing about you. I don't think less of you. I don't think anything.
I'm indifferent.
But dudes play that game. And if you're a real nigga, you tell them you know what they're doing. You say, you lying. You want to come over here. You know what you want to do. You want to spend the night over here. What this bullshit you talking about? You didn't know your phone and all. Get that shit out of here. You saw me, you met me, you want to smash. You want to sleep with me. You know you did. And I know you did. But they don't like that. They don't like having to deal with the truth. They want to deal with the fantasy.
Teddy said it perfectly. Why did you come to my place? And she had to try to talk the girl into it, but she knew from the gate she wanted to come over to his house. She just wanted him to make it even more clear, so she didn't feel no type of, like, I don't say guilt, but feel as though she was being a hoe. She's like, well, he got some games. I come over. We're just gonna watch the fireplace, right? Yeah, we're gonna watch the fireplace. But she knew she
yeah, right.
But
she knew she'd be running the slaw.
Yeah, but a hoe don't want to be a hoe, though. I mean, like, every man knows a woman that is a hoe, she don't want to be a hoe. Now, look,
Yeah.
money and all of that stuff, and she a hoe, we get that. But to you, she don't want you to look at her like that. Now, she want her money. No, she want her money.
Yeah.
But she don't want you to look at her like she a hoe. They don't like that.
No.
Like, damn, you treat me like I ain't nothing but a hoe, even though they are. But you gotta play the game. No, it ain't like that. I don't look at you like that. Come on, let's get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you some knees. Go to IHOP.
Yeah, you the one that's talking about in and out. You the one that's trying to run here and leave. I ain't, don't treat me like I'm a hoe. Now, come on. Okay, I ain't gonna do that.
Let's go to sit down booth for the next hour. We talk. I'm gonna treat you like
no. Then you look at it and say, hey, you want this to go? Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah, get it go. So let's get this shit to go. We ain't gotta eat here. Go back to the place. And if a woman talk to me like that, I'm gonna say I'm on the clock. She said, what? You keep talking about this whole shit, so you mean I'm on it? I ain't on no motherfucking clock.
I'm saying, because the best reply Platt is, if you treated me like a trick, I'm gonna treat you like a hoe.
Well, she ain't gonna let her do that. So
But I'm saying, so let's get the food to go. Come on,
well, I wouldn't
let's go.
accept. We just different people, man. I just wouldn't accept that. I wouldn't accept that type of conversation. We just different people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like I said, it's a woman. If I can go to Vegas right now, I don't give a fuck who fighting.
Yeah.
When I come there, the way I am, the way I carry myself, and how I live, I'm gonna stand out amongst the people. So a woman knows being with me is beneficial to her, period. So for a woman to look at me as some random sucker, see, that's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
That's a major mistake because that's just not me. And I wouldn't accept that. Ray J.
What do you think he needs? What do you think Ray J needs? A good woman? What type of woman?
Ray J need a father and a mother.
He got that.
No, he needs another set because he didn't learn nothing the first time.
I think he might have been sheltered. That's why when he got out there, he went buck wild. Sometimes that's the case when you come from two-parent household or overbearing mother or whatever.
Ray J just was
freedom.
Ray J was never ready for manhood. Unfortunately, the Brandy family couldn't save him. They saved Brandy. And we see with Cameron, we see with Mace, we see with all of these dudes, Brandy was doing this and doing that. You know, she kept it under wraps, which is good for her.
Yeah, she was a good yeah.
Yeah, Kobe, yeah, Brandy was out there.
Hers. Yeah, she's
Brandy was out there. And she did it the right way. She kept it under wraps. But her brother, man, he just got sacrificed, man. And now he's being devoured because he's given into his sin nature. You know, he's a sinner and he's given into that. And that's what happens. It feeds on itself. That's why he got knots on his head and he got blood clots. And you talk about heart disease, that's what you don't want.
Yeah.
You don't want to get pelted in the blood clots where they hang over your head like a fitted hat. That's a bad mistake.
He could have a stroke at any minute with that hematoma.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
don't never say never because you said stroke. That might be in the cards. That might happen next week.
Yeah.
Ray J done stroked out.
Yeah. He already got a bad ticker, so that's just another case of, you know, success. I don't know if it reveals you or it changes you. I always say it reveals you.
Yeah, Ray J full of that cook, bro. That's why he fucked up.
Yeah, he's on the Lamar Odom road. You know, just cooked up, boy.
He went out there. He full of that cook. He got Suki Hana in the bedroom. He full of that cook. No wonder his chest about to blow out.
Yeah, at least if nothing else on his body blowing out, you're dealing with Sukihana.
And Sukihana straight up a stone ratchet freak. You can get more ratchet, but Sukihana is straight ratchet.
Yeah.
Sukihana is a pussy selling hoe.
Yeah. She makes whatchamacall from St. Louis.
Yep, she gonna sell that thing, bro. Sukihana gonna sell it. If she got it, it's for sale.
She come from that lifestyle.
Yeah, and you got what 6ix9ine said. He said she been doing it.
Yeah,
everybody know about it.
Yeah,
and Ray J is a customer. Ray J is purchasing it. Ray J got him a bag. He got a receipt. He got Sukihana on that little infrared thing. Click. They put her in a sack. And Ray J go into his car with her. He said, "Ray, you good?" He said, "Yeah, man, I might have to come back, man, so with some breath mints and some condoms." Say, "Okay, well, man, you might as well get that now." Yeah, just go ahead and put her in the car. He put her in the trunk, shut the door, click. Go get his stuff. Yeah, I mean, not my thing though. No, I don't like women like that. I don't, but I know women like that. And yeah, I mean, not my thing though.
Like you say, you like the ratchets. That's what he like. He don't
Gotta
like
get
the
out of
bitches.
that. If you're a black man, leave them ratchets alone, man.
You know,
The
because
reason
Ray
you
gets
gotta leave a ratchet alone, let me tell you why. You gotta let a ratchet woman fuck with you. Period. No, no. Listen to me. Say you live in a nice house. Miss Ratchet gotta be coming over there. Miss Ratchet gotta be telling you how she done changed her life up. Miss Ratchet gotta prove to you she's straight. You can't be messing with a ratchet woman, man, and she's still in that ratchet shit. She's still burning up bitches' hair up in the house. She's still fighting with her friends, getting kicked out the club. You can't mess with the ratchets, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta lead them to the nigga. You like, nah, I'm done with that, man. But I know you niggas afraid to do that. Y'all ain't gonna put no type of standards. Whatever. All she gotta do is be a woman, and that's it. I see you niggas when you deal with these white girls. It don't matter what that white girl look like. It don't matter how fucked up her shape is. All she got to do is be fat, and you'll paste makeup on her face, eyebrows, and she's a brotherhood snow. And we've never talked about what dealing with black men does to white women. We need to do a stream on that.
What?
We need to go and get the last of the brotherhood snows.
The ones like go skiing.
Like the last of the Mohicans, the last of the brotherhood snows. She probably gonna be in jail, missing teeth, full of tattoos.
Oh yeah, they get ostracized from their community when they deal with bros. The brother, the white boys, the daddies, all of them just cast them to the side. Sarah, you gone. Bye.
And we got a guy who's a guy who is DeBell. He is a master. You know how you have a master craftsman?
Yeah.
You know, a guy who can do things with metal. He can make things with his hands. This is a master brotherhood snow maker. Here he is right here. He said Abdullah's family, as well as her surviving children, filed multiple death lawsuits against Brandy in Los Angeles, where they were settled out of court. Are you talking about who she ran into? No, I got you, brother. You're right.
A car accident.
Well, she need to learn how to drive.
I don't understand why the celebrities don't have chauffeurs and utilize them like with the whole thing with
you get drunk, man. You don't know what you be doing. You know, she might have been drinking, might have been bored out. She probably had to go. Whenever you doing things that you don't want people to know about, you're not gonna have a driver.
You get the driver to sign an NDA.
Anything that's illegal can't be covered by an NDA. If it's illegal. If you got an NDA on a woman, you say all the women who come here sign NDAs. Okay, sign NDA. If you break the law with them, i.e. take something, NDA don't cover that. You broke the law. They don't cover nothing that's criminal. Nothing. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, you say you want to buy drugs, that's illegal. So your driver don't have to respect your NDA. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them don't have it, because there's nothing out there that, other than like you're part of a mafia family or a crime syndicate. Other than that, then they might conceal your criminal activity. But no, NDA ain't gonna protect you from that person going to TMZ letting the world know you buying dope.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, boy. But
all right, KP. I appreciate
I'm gonna let myself
you, man.
go. I appreciate the chat, and I hope Ray J at this age of 44 hopefully finds some discipline in his life with that knot on his head. Holla at you, Platt.
Got you, bro. Shout out to KP. He's out of here. He gave you his thoughts. We appreciate it. We want to come on here. Hold up. Let me see something. He ain't gonna come up here. Hold up. Let me drop the link. The Bell, he mad at me. He ain't gonna come up here. Hold up. He ain't gonna come up here. The Bell, we got the link down there. He's still mad at me. He ain't coming up here. We finna get out of here, man. 20 years, Ray J, it's a circus act. I don't know what to tell you, man. We tried with him, but look like we failed. Aiden Ross has got him. Aiden Ross was 1 year old when he made the Kardashian sex tape. Now he's working for Aiden Ross. What did that tell you about life, man? Y'all no guarantees out here. All you got to do is have it together. Aiden Ross gotta be like, man, my mother likes him. My mother liked Brandy. He like, I can't believe this dude is, but now he's working for you, bro. Believe it or not, he's working for you. And he made you a lot of money. He made you a lot of bread. Like the stream, man. Support the platform, man. We've been going for a minute. 20 years ago, Ray J was laying up with Kim Kardashian. Did he ever think she would be a billionaire? They was together like 3 years, bro. That's a lot of slaw. That's an extra helping of the Kim K slaw. He had him old freaky little white girl, bro, doing this and that to him. She want to do this to me. She want to do that to me. Hey, man, she won't let me leave. Say, huh? Man, this new girl I got, Kim, man, she stay on me, man. He went from that to now boxing for peanuts. She's on her way to another $1 billion. You got played, Ray. You got played. In the black community, they're afraid to admit it, but I'm going to admit it. Black community won't tell the truth. They're going to try to blame her. She ain't do nothing to you, bro. You played yourself. You're a circus act. You might as well be running against horses. You might as well be the bearded lady, brother. You went out there and got lumps put on your head for that white boy. You went and got that white boy paid. He put your lumps on your motherfucking head. And we scared, man. We don't never tell the truth. All we want to do is fight. All we want to do, we scared, man. Then we want to wait on the white man and make things better. I hope he makes it better, Ray. We want to come out on this. It's up to you. I don't know. These are my thoughts. Maybe the white man will make it better. Maybe he'll talk about the lumps, how you were smart to get the lumps put on your head. You know, you worth millions, but you only made a couple of 100,000. The white boy, he made the money. You can talk to that white man. You can go look in the mirror right now. Ray J, go look in the mirror right now. I want you to take time, clear off the counter. I don't want it to be nothing but you in the mirror. I want nothing in that bathroom but you in a mirror. And I want you to sit there like a man and look in that mirror and say, I'm a pimp. I swear your shadow, that reflection gonna say, no, nigga, you the hoe. Say it again. Your shadow gonna say, no, nigga, you the hoe. I want you to sit there and say it with a clear mind and say, I'm the pimp. And your shadow, that little reflection gonna say, nah, nigga, you the hoe. And maybe it'll wake you up, man. Maybe it'll wake you up. You let that white boy play. You're like, how are you gonna get in the ring and get your brains beat in? And you let some dude that was 1 year old when you made that sex flick make money off of you. Come on, man. That goes against the game. That's what I mean, Ray J. That's why your past keep getting revoked. You ain't no real nigga. Real niggas don't move like that. Real niggas don't move like that, Ray. They don't move like that, Ray. I'm sorry, Ray. They don't move like that. Like, share, support, man. We are out.